Life can be extraordinary, unforgettable, amazing. Life is about the joy of being together. It's sharing every moment, indulging your passions, and making memories that stay with you forever. Life is live. The thrill of the game, the pulse of a network, the enrichment and fascination of a cultural soiree. And we feel every sensation because we're right there with you, always on, always fully engaged to help provide that extra spark, heighten emotions, and make every occasion simply unforgettable. Because the best live events don't just happen to us, they become a part of us, forever associating your brand with life itself. Live can be extraordinary, and we're ready to help you make the most of every inspired, delicious moment. Welcome to Sedexo Live.
Two names rich in history: Bartons, our family-run business with over 100 years of experience in drinks distribution, and Lancashire Cricket, a club drenched in tradition, heritage and globally recognised moments. Since 1917, Bartons has been supplying the finest wines, soft drinks and premium beverages across the UK, partnering with world-class brands to bring unforgettable experiences to every occasion. Now, we're excited to announce we will be bringing that same passion to cricket fans at Emirates Old Trafford. As the official wine, spirits and soft drinks partner of Lancashire Cricket, we're elevating matchday experiences, hospitality and celebrations across the next 3 years. From the first ball to the final cheers, Bartons is here to make every moment one to savour. Keep an eye out for some familiar brands such as Guinness, Celavino, VK Hooch and Britvic. Bartons and Lancashire Cricket, partnership built on passion, unforgettable moments and history.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary.
Welcome to the opening day. Oh, that is a wonderful shot.
This is a call for hungry dreamers and hard-working self-believers. Success is down to more than just luck and talent. It's striving to be the best, breaking the boundaries and never giving up. Are you ready to become your best self? Are you ready to unlock your greatness? So what are you waiting for? This is Education Evolved. This is UA 92.
When I was a kid, there was no professional women's cricket. I didn't even think that women could be professional sports people.
Especially early on, it just didn't really seem like there was a career in it.
To support myself around cricket, I had to work at the petrol garage.
I was the only girl, so I stood out.
I'd love for young girls to be able to dream about being an athlete and it to be achievable.
Thanks to the Hilton funding my contract, it's allowed me to play the game that I love all day, every day.
We're like an engine and we need to be fueled with the right gas.
Without funding, we can't be visible. You can't be what you can't see.
As a team, it feels like we're breaking boundaries.
Thunder and Lancashire always want to put women's cricket at the forefront, and now I think that's really shining through.
It's mad to think that without the Hilton funding, like, we wouldn't be playing cricket every day, training.
Well, we could be, but we wouldn't have any money.
We wouldn't, yeah, true.
Welcome back to Emirates Old Trafford. Lancashire Lightning about to take on Durham men here this afternoon in blazing sunshine. It's absolutely roasting here, but a beautiful day for cricket. Paul Shaw is with me as usual. A vital game as far as this one is concerned, Paul, because it's second hosting first. And as far as finals day is concerned, things are looking very, very tight at the top now.
Absolutely. I think for both teams, you've got 4 teams in total on 28 points, haven't you? So really tight towards the top of that table, and a massive game today, as I say, for both teams, but in particular for the Lancashire Lightning and the home faithful that I'm sure is going to fill this ground as we go through the day.
It just shows you, doesn't it, how tough this competition is, because a couple of wins, a couple of defeats in this case, and all of a sudden things are bunched up completely and nobody knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Just shows how tight it is, doesn't it, and how important momentum is. And get momentum, get a couple of wins on the bounce, keep going and pushing on, and picking up a win at a time is really, really important. But it's easy to slip up because there's so many teams that are of a good standard, good quality, playing really good cricket, that it's not an easy competition to get to finals day or to the quarter-final as such. But today certainly will be pivotal in that fight towards the top.
How much do you think some of these players will be smarting from that defeat against the old enemy on Friday night?
Look, for the neutral, what a wonderful game of cricket it was. Fantastic game of cricket. but actually, yeah, they'll be smarting from that. They'll have learned from that, and they'll be wanting to bounce back really importantly today against a very good Durham team that are sat right up there at the top of the table at the moment. But they'll want to pull that right and put in a really good performance here today.
Having said all that, despite those 2 defeats, there should be a great deal of confidence still running through this side, which have been picking up wins all over the place.
Absolutely. They've played home, they've played away, they've played with a youthful side, they've had a mix of experience and some of the England stars and franchise stars coming back in, and they've maintained a really good form throughout this competition. So there should be good confidence and belief and a real desire to bounce back from Friday night's defeat against Yorkshire.
Come with me, Paul. Let's walk over to the square because the umpires have just arrived and the toss is going to be happening any moment now. Keaton Jennings and Alex Lees, the 2 captains here this afternoon. So we'll hear the last few instructions being given to the 2 captains, but the wicket already been played on today. Durham women won that one, but as we were noticing a little bit earlier, Paul, there's plenty in there for the bowlers.
Yeah, absolutely. There's enough in there for the spinners. There's enough in there for the pace bowl as well when they take a little bit of pace off. So it's a good pitch, good batting pitch, and I think a pitch where it'll be an interesting in terms of the decision at the toss.
Toss could be crucial then. In blazing hot conditions here at Emirates Old Trafford, there's just a little bit of a breeze starting to come across from right to left as we look at it, which could have a little bit of an influence. The coin is in the air then. And it looks as though Durham have won the toss and they are going to bat first. I think that's right. We'll get that confirmed in just a moment. Alex, let's just have a quick word. I think you've won the toss, is that right?
Yeah, we're going to look to have a bat. Obviously, it's had a little bit of traffic through it. We think it'll be a pretty good wicket, but hopefully it spins a little bit later on.
This is a crucial game, isn't it, for both these sides, for your ambitions for finals day?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you say, I think you alluded to earlier, I think there's 4 or 5 teams on the same points now, so I think every game now it's almost worth double. So, they're a high quality team. We've been playing some good cricket, so hopefully we can put on a performance.
You were beaten quarter-finalists last year, but given the way you've played so far this year, is there confidence that you can go a bit further?
Yeah, of course. I think our cricket this year has been pretty decent. So like you say, I think every team obviously wants to go further than they did before, but yeah, we're in a good place.
Go well today, Alex. Thanks very much indeed for joining us. Let's bring Keaton in. Keaton, absolutely vital for you guys that you get back to winning ways tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big game. It's another game at home, so hopefully play some good cricket.
How much are some of the guys maybe smarting a little bit from that game on Friday night?
Yeah, look, I think for the neutrals, a really good game of cricket. I thought both sides played nicely, but they edged us in all 3 phases. Yeah, like I said, hopefully we can just play some really good cricket today.
I'm going to say, aside from that, you have been playing really well. There should be a lot of confidence in the side.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, the boys have done really well, so there's no reason not to be. Yeah, look, there's some high-quality cricketers in that change room, a lot of experience, a few grey hairs as well, which is nice, so hopefully the boys play well tonight.
Any thoughts on the toss?
Look, I think it's a good wicket. We saw the other night, it was high-scoring, so hopefully we play some good cricket.
Good luck today. Thanks very much, Keaton. Keaton Jennings there. So the toss has been won by Durham. They have decided that they are going to have a bat, which of course means that we will have an Emirates first ball flyer opportunity very, very soon. But let's have a quick look back a little earlier today as the 2 sides met, this time in the women's game. So, as you've heard, Durham have won the toss and they have elected to bat. The team sheets are in, and Durham line up this afternoon as follows. Alex Lees, the captain. Graham Clark. David Beddingham. Colin Ackerman. Ollie Robinson. Will Rhodes. Jimmy Neesham. Casey Aldridge. Matthew Potts. Nathan Sauter and Callum Parkinson. And your Lancashire Lightning team for this afternoon is as follows. Opening, Phil Salt. Captain, Keaton Jennings. Josh Butler. Ashton Turner. Luke Wells. Chris Green. Michael Jones. Jack Blatherwick. Tom Hartley. Luke Wood and Sir James Anderson. So, team sheet in. What do you make of it?
Look, it's a strong side. It's the same side that Lancashire had against Yorkshire, which they unfortunately lost that game. But I think it's a strong side. I think all the way down they've got the batting power, as we know, with Salt and with Butler and co. And also within that, they've got a little bit of pace and they've got spin as well. So they've got a really good side. So they've got all bases covered for this pitch this afternoon.
Yeah, any side that's got Alex Lees in it, you know, is going to be difficult, isn't it, to face?
Yes, absolutely. So Alex Lees, I think, has captained the side really, really well. And Durham have really progressed over the last year or so. So they've got some good players in their squad as well. So it's going to be a real difficult game today, but one I'm sure that there'll be lots of positive intention from the Lancashire players today, wanting to get back onto winning ways.
Yeah, because given the fact that Yorkshire have effectively a pretty lowly league position, I mean, you can't legislate for the performance from Johnny Bairstow on Friday night. That was absolutely incredible stuff, but it should have been an opportunity really to try and put some distance between Lancashire and the chasing pack behind them.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what they'll be disappointed about, because before that game they would have fancied the chances about beating Yorkshire on that night. But Bairstow's performance was something out of the top drawer, absolutely extraordinary, the way he struck the ball. So from that perspective, they'll obviously be disappointed, but actually today represents another chance to get a win, get playing really good cricket and really push on towards a home quarter-final spot.
That's the ultimate goal, isn't it? Because having home advantage in those quarter-finals can be absolutely crucial. 100%,
and that starts today, doesn't it? That starts by getting a performance in today, and actually reading this pitch really well is going to be really important from a Lancashire perspective. We've already experienced this pitch by watching the women's game earlier on today, so they need to read this pitch as quickly as possible and then adapt to the conditions.
Lancashire, of course, already have a victory over Durham in this competition on their own turf not long ago, so they know they are capable of taking a win here today.
Yeah, absolutely. And this Lancashire team, if you look at this team on paper and some of the results they've had recently, is a very, very strong side. It can beat anybody in this league. It's just about putting all disciplines of the game together today and getting that performance and scoring more runs than the opposition. It's as simple as that.
If only it were as simple as that, then we wouldn't be sat here, would we? We'd be in the dugout. But just looking at some of the players here, Stephen Croft in the background there, Chris Green getting some bowling practice in as well. Luke Wells is there also. They do look a side that they're so transformed. I mean, we keep banging on about it. Ever since, obviously, Stephen Croft took over as interim head coach, and getting into this T20 competition, it just seems to have settled everybody.
Yeah, it does, and often a change of format does the world of good. You know, if you're struggling a bit, change of format, just shifts the mindset. Stephen Croft's obviously done a really good job, but don't underestimate his support staff as well. Will Porterfield, Craig White, Carl Cricken. You know, they've got a really good support staff here that's got lots of experience. Some played international cricket, some played higher level county, and have coached for years. So they'll be a great support to Croft and a great support to this side too.
Okay, it is scorching hot here. It's absolutely gorgeous, but we are now going to give somebody the opportunity to move to some of the best seats in the house. Everybody here at Emirates Old Trafford, who fancies moving into some of the best seats in the house? Who fancies a sports break upgrade? Give us a cheer if you fancy You fancy that? Right, okay. Our cameras are going to rove around the ground here at Emirates Old Trafford, and somebody could be going into the sports break terrace. So keep your eyes on the big screen. Give us a big wave and a big cheer if you fancy getting an upgrade into the best seats in the house. Let's go to our camera then. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Where are we going? There we have it. We've got 2 there. I think you guys are over in the point, are you? Give us a wave. Keep waving. Keep waving. Give us a big wave, you guys there. We are going to send one of our representatives over there to speak to you. Get up there. Give us a big wave as you make your way down to the front of the stands. You guys are going for a sports break terrace upgrade. You are going to be making your way into the best seats in the house. Enjoy the game. Give us a big wave.
"1864. We were first class then, and we're first class now. With a dream to spread cricket through Lancashire's towns, where girls and boys, with willow and leather, become more than a badge, but the red rose together."
A club where more than legends are made, but friendships, obsessions, moments replayed on our screens, in our minds, in our hearts forever. 'Cause it's who we are, our DNA, the red rose together.
Statham, Briggs, Jimmy, Freddie and Joss Chappie, Sir Clive Lloyd, Carol Hodges, Kate Cross. What a roll call. It's a hard one to measure, with future names still to be written on the red rose together.
We're all about people. It's what the red rose really means. Yeah, the ones signing autographs, but the ones behind the scenes.
Our community, grassroots, the ones that feel tethered. Whether you're from here or belong here, we're the red rose together.
And what about this place? Talk about world-class venues, internationals, gigs, events. You can choose from a menu of triumph, of disaster, of pain, or pleasure.
We've seen it all at Emirates Old Trafford, with the red rose together.
Red ball, white ball, lightning and thunder.
Have you ever sat back? Have you ever just wondered how far we've come? The storms we've weathered, or how far we'll go as the red rose together.
In the here and now, 179 is a target for Derbyshire to try and get themselves a victory here and deny Lancashire. What do you pay? I think they've won 3 on the spin now. I think they've beaten Worcestershire, Derbyshire. Worcestershire, Derbyshire, and Northamptonshire in away games leading up to this fixture. So they're looking for a 4th straight win, and it's a win that would take them to the top of the North Group table as well. So we'll see whether 178 is enough. Thank you, Phoebe. We'll bring Bumble back in. Phoebe will be back with us a little bit later on. We've got the first ball flyer taking place as well. So if there's a wicket with this delivery from Luke Wood, then one lucky person will win 2 tickets to, I think it's Dubai. So 1 wicket, 2 tickets, and off on a free ticket for a holiday. So here's Luke Wood into Caleb Jewell, left arm over, balls, edge gone! First ball from Luke Wood, caught by Keaton Jennings, and Caleb Jewell's gone. Wicket with the first ball. Lancashire off to a flyer, and someone's off to a flyer to Dubai. 0 for 1 at Derbyshire.
Oh. They were so happy. They were absolutely ecstatic. It was brilliant. Lovely, lovely couple. Hopefully they'll send us lots of pictures when they're over in Dubai. But as I say, this is your opportunity here again for all those people here at Emirates Old Trafford. You could be going to Dubai if we get a wicket off the first Lancashire bowler. So we can't wait for that. While you're here, of course, don't forget, get in touch with us on the socials. Let us know where you are, what you're doing, how you're enjoying the game, whether you're in Dubai and whether you're enjoying a first ball flyer here this afternoon. We can't wait for that. But just to recap once again, Durham have won the toss. They're batting. That means Lancashire are bowling, and we're looking forward to the possibility of an Emirates first ball flyer. Minutes away from the start of this T20 fixture. David Lloyd's alongside me. Lancashire looking to bounce back, Bumble, from Friday's disappointment.
And it's tight at the top, isn't it? There are 4 teams that are locked in on 28 points, and we're coming to the back end of the competition. The one thing that you're looking for is a home draw, so Lancashire have lost the last 2, and so looking to bounce back in this fixture. You know, they come thick and fast, don't they? The Friday fixture, and Johnny Bairstow playing absolutely magnificently alongside Will Luxton. And so when you look at this Durham side, and they're second or up at their top, aren't they?
They are.
Is it on? Are they top on run rate?
It is net run rate.
Yeah. And so I mean, this is in football a 6-pointer, isn't it? You've got to get a result here, but they're a good side.
Yes, it is tight at the top. So all 4 are level on 28 points at the top of the division. I mean, it could come down to net run rate, couldn't it, as 2 qualifiers?
Yeah, and I think that Jack Blatherwick hitting a couple of 6s on Friday moved Lancashire from 3rd to 2nd on net run rate. So I think it's going to be really important. It'll be something that the coaches have got to keep their eye on. 3rd and 4th play each other today, I think. Yeah. So at the end of today, you'll know where this top 2 or top 3 are going.
So yeah, Durham top 28 points, Lancashire Lightning 2nd, 28 points, Bears of Birmingham are 3rd with 28 points. You get the theme, and the Northamptonshire Steelbacks are 4th with 28 points. Bears and Northampton played 12. Lancashire and Durham
11,
have played 11, yeah. So they've got that extra game. And then just outside the qualification spots are Leicestershire Foxes and the Notts Outlaws. And they're only 1 win away. They've got 24 points, those 2 sides. That's 1 win. So it's really close, isn't it?
But you don't slip up. I mean, that's one thing, again, that your coaches and your captain, and you look at this Lancashire team, it's star-studded. There's only Livingston who's injured. We were here when he got his injury, so he's not playing in this game. Otherwise, full strength, and of course they're saying after Friday, same team.
Indeed it is. This is our Lancashire line-up then. Keaton Jennings and Phil Salt, Joss Butler, Ashton Turner, Matthew Hurst, Michael Jones, Chris Green, Jack Blatherwick, Tom Hartley, Luke Wood and James Anderson making the Lancashire side. Durham have gone with Graham Clark and Alex Lees, Colin Ackerman, David Benningham, Will Rhodes, Ollie Robinson, Jimmy Neesham, Casey Aldridge, Matthew Potts, Nathan Souter, Callum Parkinson. Your thoughts on that Durham side, Bumble?
I think it's a really good side. They've got some firepower, they've got a good engine room, they've got good bowlers, Matty Potts, Callum Parkinson. Yeah, this is a great game. I'm just looking, what do I want to do if I win the toss? And they've said, Durham have won the toss and said we'll have a bowl. You know, we've had this conversation lots of times, Scott. Get your runs, get the runs on the board. Because we've just seen the women's game and Alana King spun it. Definitely spun the ball. So it's a warm pitch, been played on before. They played on it on Friday, I think.
They did, yep.
Yeah, so Durham are saying we're not too worried about your spin options, and Lancashire's spin options are Chris Green and Tom Hartley.
Durham's spin options include Callan Parkinson and Nathan Souter. They've got some pace with Matthew Potts and Casey Aldridge. They've got Jimmy Neesham's experience as well. There are some very good names on show today. Still no Liam Livingston and Saqib Mahmood. Both those players still injured after the game here against Derbyshire, wasn't it, the other weekend? But still some real big hitters on show.
Who's this? Hitting some catches. He's
Chris Benbowler.
Is that all right?
Yep.
Okay. So does he do the academy? Is he one of the academy
he's kind of
analysts?
pathway type coach. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay. So he's out there just hitting some high catches. They dropped a few, didn't they, on Friday?
They did.
Some skiers, some
Yes.
steeplers.
Yes.
And that's what he's been doing. Who's been hitting her to Keaton Jennings? I don't think he was a culprit, was he?
No, Luke Wood dropped a couple, I think.
Luke Wells?
And Wells, I think, dropped one.
Name names. Name names.
Oh, you're a harsh man, David Lloyd. Yeah, there was a few went down on Friday. It was a lot of runs to chase. I mean, Johnny Bairstow's knock, wow.
Yeah. He's a fabulous player. And Will Luxton with 90, he's another good young player. James Wharton was down the order and he didn't get in. The damage had been done. But they got close, didn't they? They got to within 17. That's the highest aggregate, I think, for any T20 game here at Emirates Old Trafford. A lot of runs, a lot of leather chasing, a lot of boundaries. 18 sixes for Yorkshire, 9 for Lancashire. That is so important. Your boundary count is so important. Johnny Bairstow hit 11 on his own, and they finished just 17 short lengths.
For viewers on Lancs TV, we can see a young lad on the screen. He's got a little earpiece in. Can you hear us?
The little lad, what shirt's he got on? He's got a football shirt on of somebody. I can't see whose football shirt it is. It's not Leeds United. It can't be. Is he a Leeds United fan? His dad's got his arm round him, and it like his little sister. I don't know whether he's listening. Are you listening? What's your shirt? Give us a wave. Wave to us. Give us a wave. That's it. Hello. Yeah. Where have you come from? Where have you come from? Where do you live? Where do you live? I don't think he can hear me. Or he's not bothered. He'd mind your own business.
Yeah, if you are heading down to a game, you can always get yourself a little earpiece and have a listen to the comms as well if you're inside the ground today. We've got dance cam on the screen as well. It's a nice hot day. It's too hot for dancing, but these two kids don't mind it.
He's passed me by as dancing. That has passed me by.
Have you parked that up for?
I never got going. No, I never cranked the car up dancing. No. And I'm working with two lads at the minute who were in that Strictly Dancing.
All right,
Philip Tufnell
yeah,
and Michael Vaughan.
Yep.
Oh, I said no, all that false tans and sequins. No.
Not for you, Bumble.
Don't think so. I've tried to punt to TV producers. It's Strictly Come Dancing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Strictly Come Drinking. And there's nobody for some reason. They don't. It is a fabulous. I'm going to punt it up again, because what I want to do is go to how's Guinness made out in Ireland. Is Guinness in Ireland better than it is in England? What about malt whisky? How do you distill it? Go down to Somerset and cider presses. What's the most remote pub in Bitton? What's the longest serving landlord? Who's the oldest punter that goes in? It's a great programme.
You'd sign up for that then, would you?
Yeah, I think it'd be a great programme. I did one years ago on Channel 4 called Fruity Stories, which is propagating fruit trees. Dead serious. I did the narration for it. It was brilliant. I love doing it. Jimmy's out there practising at the middle. He needs all the practice he can get, Jim. 42 years of age. Don't mention me age, he said. Don't mention me age. I'm not happy.
Well, he played on Friday evening and plays again tonight as Jimmy Anderson. For our viewers on Lancs TV, we're going to head back outside and join Fraser Danes.
Yeah, brilliant atmosphere here, I have to say. Building really nice. Great to see so many kids here today, Paul, isn't it?
Absolutely fantastic. Full of energy, full of vibrance, full of love for this great game. It's wonderful to see, and lovely to see him with so many family members as well. Brilliant.
I tell you what, let's go and have a quick chat with some of them, because they look like they've all come over from the same cricket club. Where are you guys from?
Wharton Cricket Club.
Wharton, and you're from what, Elworth? I think that was Elworth, there we go. So, are you all Lancashire fans? Yeah! Right, okay. Very important to know, Have you heard of the first ball flyer? Are you aware of this? Okay, so whoever bowls the first ball for Lancashire, if we get a wicket, somebody's going to go on a trip to Dubai. Do you fancy that? I think they might fancy it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Who's going to win this afternoon? 3, 2, 1. There we go. I think that pretty much says it.
To call, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a call from Durham Cricket Club. Please welcome our umpires for this afternoon, David Billings and Neil Glass. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the opening batters for our opposition this afternoon. Durham.
So here we go. We're set to go with Lancashire up against Durham here at Emirates Old Trafford. Can they respond to Friday evening's defeat against Yorkshire? It is tight at the top of the North Group. Durham batting first. Lancashire Lightning are unchanged. And, well, it was a big score on Friday, but it is the same pitch. And we saw in the women's match here that that kind of pace off and spin seemed to be the way forward for both Thunder and Durham in the earlier game. We'll see how Lancashire approach it today. It's going to be James Anderson to open up from the Brian Statham end, with a slip in place as well. The crowd building up quite nicely. Another hot day, a beautiful day. And the crowd just starting to filter through underneath the point and below the pavilion, and below the hotels as well. Bit of blue sky, some nice sunshine around, and hopefully set for a good game of T20 cricket. Graham Clark is on strike. It will be James Anderson for Lancashire from the Brian Statham end. Here we go. We're back underway and we're bowling, and it's driven away towards mid-off by Clark. But there's a run there for Durham. And fielded by Luke Wood. After the drama of the first ball flyer that we had a the other week, where Luke Wood sent down, he picked up 2 wickets in 2 balls, didn't he, Luke Wood, the other weekend. No first ball flyer there. Alex Lees is the other opening batter for Durham in their yellow shirts and dark blue trousers and yellow pads. Still with a slip in place. Here's Anderson for Lancashire, in and balls. That's cut away through the offside out towards deep backward point for another single. And Durham move on to 2 without loss. So first against second in the North Group today, with games running out. Not much margin for error, Bumble.
No, business end. The first 2 deliveries, there's just a hint of movement in the air for Anderson.
Got Clark back on strike. Here comes Anderson in, and balls again. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Clark playing and missing as it nibbles away and into the gloves of Joss Butler.
Yeah, there is a little bit of movement in the air. I'm just thinking back to the 2 deliveries, there's 2 in 2 from Luke Wood. The second one was unplayable. Absolute ripper, it was a beauty. And quick bowler, he's quick enough, is Luke Wood. Swinging the ball back into a right-hander. Durham, it's good that Durham have got a right hand and a left hand to open. Right-hander Clark facing.
Here's Anderson into Clark. It's driven straight. And half a chance of a run out too, actually. There was a possibility of a single. Lees fancied it. It was sent back by Clark, and then Green coming round from mid-on. Underarm throw towards the stumps.
He had to dive in, Alex Lees. Non-striking end. He's a good fielder, is Chris Green. Got a slip in. They tend to start with a slip and then he sort of disappears very quickly.
2 without loss. Here comes Anderson, balls again. Clark trying to whip it away towards the leg side. It comes off his pad and deflects out into the offside. And there's 1 leg by, so 3 without loss. We've got 1 ball left of the first over. As Anderson turns and sets off again, Lees waits. He's on 1. Anderson to complete the first over, in and balls, and that's worked up towards the leg side. Fielded at mid-on, and there's no run. Tidy first over, that. Just 3 coming off it. 1 over gone. Durham 3 without loss.
Well, that's an excellent start from James Anderson. Just a hint of swing in the air, and it looks to be a decent pace. He's going through to the wicket keeper. I'm just saying, I've got a spare cable here. I tripped over this machine when I came in, and I just wonder whether this should be stuck in somewhere. Well, you're not technical either.
I mean, it's possible, Dave, but maybe it needs to be stuck. I don't know.
It's a 3-pin. And so's that.
See what happens.
Are you still there, listener? I've stuck it in there. It says tape in. Here's Wood.
From the Jimmy Anderson end, bowling to Clark. That nips through into the gloves of Butler. And there's no run. Lively start.
Which end did he get his 2?
This end.
From the Brian Statham end. So now he's changed. Because the breeze, and it's only a gentle breeze, is coming from the city. That's why. The boss is here.
Yeah, Colin's here now.
That were hanging out, Colin. It was out that here like that.
That's right, you don't need that one.
Don't need that.
I don't need it.
His Wood left arm in, balls worked away towards the onside by Clark, up and over mid-wicket and bouncing out towards the boundary for 4 runs for Clark. He moves to 5, 7 without loss.
Is this a social call or a morale boosting call? What is it? Oh, you've got some other gubbins. You're changing the wires, that's the way.
Changing the wires.
Bear with us, everybody. Put another shilling in.
7 without loss. Here comes Wood. In and balls to Clark. It's wide and carved away. Diving for it was Luke Wells. He got something on it. They'll come back for 2, will Clark.
That would have been a stunning catch He's diving away one-handed to his left. He gets a full palm on it. Nearly.
9 without loss, halfway through the second. Clark moves to 7. A short third man, short fine leg, mid-wicket, mid-on, mid-off, extra cover, deep backward point and deep square leg. Wood for Lancashire in and balls. That's muscled leg side by Clark out towards the party stand and over the rope for 6. 15 without loss.
Big hit. Short of a length, not a bouncer. Enough time to really get it going over mid-wicket. There's a little stand there of some, I don't know what it is, just a stand at the bottom of the party stand. Smashed it straight into there.
It's like a little platform, isn't it? Just in front of the...
yeah, there are a few seats on it. There's one of the stewards is there, but that's a big hit.
How many boundaries did you say Yorkshire hit on Friday?
18 sixes.
Wow.
Lancs 9.
15 without loss. 2 balls left of the over. Clark's on 13. Here's Wood, left arm over balls. It's full and wide, and a swing and a miss from Clark. Through to Butler, there's no run.
And we've mentioned the 2-in-2 for Luke Wood and the ball swinging when he bowled from this Brian Statham end, and he hasn't swung a ball yet. Change of ends, and he's got a little breeze, which is helping bringing the ball back into the right-hander.
1 ball left of Wood's first over. 12 so far, including that big hit for 6. Boundary 4, and they've run 2 as well. There's Wood in again, balls to Clark. He drives it to mid-off, and he's caught by James Anderson. Diving low to his left-hand side. Clark departs for 13, and Durham lose their first wicket with the final ball of the second over, 15 for 1.
Full-length delivery from Luke Wood. Jimmy Anderson is at mid-off. He doesn't get full bat on it. I think he cloths it, but it's a good catch nevertheless from Anderson. Moves away to his left, takes a couple of steps, roundabout knee high, shin high, 2-handed catch, safe pair of hands. So Lancashire strike early on. Dangerous player Graham Clark. What's the score? 15 for 1.
Viewers on Lancs TV, I think momentarily we might be going a little bit quiet. There's Colin something in. $15 for 1 after 2 overs.
Player.
Well done, Colin. I mean, I don't know what you've done, but that doesn't look right.
You finished up with more bits than you started with here. Put that in there, see what happens.
Send help, please. 15 for 1, 2 overs gone. Alex Lees is on strike. Here comes James Anderson, second over for him. Over the wicket and bowled and just back of a length and worked into the onside by Lees. Picked up at mid-wicket sharply by Phil Salt.
Well, there's a toast to absent friends, the sound engineer. Are we right now? Are we?
I've no idea, Bumble. I think we're all right.
Good.
We're all right. I've been told we're okay. We're going out everywhere we need to go.
Good.
Listeners on BBC Radio Lancashire, the BBC Sport website and app, Sports Extra 2, Lancs TV. Goodness. 15 for 1. Here comes Anderson in bowls. That's worked her way down towards wide third. As Blathwick picks it up and sends it in towards the stumps. And they've run 1 run.
He's done really well there, Colin, who's on a work experience day. Got us back on.
David Bellingham's the new batter.
He's a good player, this lad. I watched him up at Durham get a double 100 last year. Fabulous.
It's Anderson to Bellingham. Comes back in towards Bellingham. He's jabbed the ball away in towards the offside, and there is no run. Dot ball.
He must have played in the World Test Championship game. Did he?
He did.
He play?
Yeah,
he did. when Markham got that fabulous 100, win the game for South Africa.
Here's Anderson. And balls to Bellingham, flashed away down the leg side. One for Blatherwick to chase. He wants 2. Throw comes in towards the keeper's end, and they've successfully completed 2. Bellingham's first runs of the afternoon, 18 for 1.
He's another good fielder, Blatherwick. Very athletic. Deep backward square leg. The 2 fielders outside of the circle in this power play are Blatherwick, deep backward square leg, and a deep backward point.
18 for 1, third over. Anderson balls again. Oh, it's flashed away in the air, out towards the leg side boundary. He is a good fielder, Jack Blatherwick, but he can't get round to cut that off. 4 runs, 22 for 1.
One of these drop kick shots is this. Anderson, nothing wrong with it, but it's a length ball. Just make a little bit of room offside. Bottom hand comes into it. Flick it into a big vacant mid-wicket area, which they're going to fill now. And so that deep point, deep backward point, is coming inside the circle, so leg side boundary reinforced at mid-wicket.
Final ball of the third over. Almost halfway through the power play. Anderson for Lancashire, balls to Bellingham. It's full but onto his pads and clipped out towards that reinforced leg side boundary where Chris Green fields. And a single off the final ball of the over. 3 gone. Durham batting first, 23 for 1.
Well, even in this T20, when it's inevitable that you're going to score runs, at the end of that over, Jimmy Anderson takes his cap from the umpire and kicks, absolute kicks, where he's landing. And a big puff of dust comes up because he bowled a full leg side delivery which was clipped away just for a single. He still doesn't like runs off him. He gave it a heck of a kick there.
He did.
And a big dust came flying up.
Well, it's been seam all the way. 2 from Anderson, and now it will be 2 from Wood. About to start his second over of the day. Bellingham's on strike. Here's Luke Wood for Lancashire. It's a lovely shot, punched away. It'll beat Anderson at mid-off and out towards the boundary in front of the pavilion for 4 runs. David Bellingham pushes Durham to 27 for 1.
Yeah, he gets it straight mid-off. Jimmy Anderson thought he had an opportunity there. He dived across, but it was too quick.
Bellingham moves to 11 with that. 27 for 1 in the 4th. There's Luke Wood from his bowling mark, almost beyond the circle. In and balls, carved away. It went firmly to Blatherwick, who stops it at backward point.
Wow, is it that hard? Just a little bit wide of off stump, and Blatherwick is inside the circle, backward point. Well, anything either side of him there, it's 4. Flashing shot.
Dot ball, 27 for 1 in the 4th. Lancashire have got their fielders out on the leg side boundary below the party stand. Deep mid wicket and deep backward square leg. 5 in the circle on the offside. Wood in and balls to Bellingham up on his toes. Just drops the ball into the offside. Up comes Phil Salt to field. No run. It's a 4 through straight mid off to get the over going. And a couple of dot balls thanks to Blatherwick's excellent fielding at backward point. And that last delivery just pushed away into the offside. He's in conversation with his captain, Luke Wood, as he heads back to his bowling mark.
There's a good crowd in. There is.
It's Sunday afternoon T20 cricket. 27 for 1, Durham. Wood in, balls to Bellingham. That's just nudged away into the onside, beyond the reach of Wood. Up comes Jennings from mid-on to field, and they jog through for a single. Bellingham moves to 12 now, 28 for 1 in the 4th.
Alex Lee's gone up to Durham, captains the team. Was at Yorkshire. There's a bit of talk last year that he would be going back to Yorkshire, but that didn't happen. played for England. He's a better player now than when he played for England. As is Hamid in Test match cricket. As is Sibley. All better players.
So a few options for England there at the top. There's Wood in, balls again, it's short and on the leg stump, and it's pulled down towards the fine leg boundary for 4 runs for Alex Lees, and he moves to 6, 32 for 1 now.
Do you know, we've seen a few that have pitched up, that have gone through nicely to the keeper, but he's banged that in short, and he's quick, is Luke Wood, but it's just sat up. So if you really bang it in, he just sat up and he had plenty of time to play that shot down to fine leg.
On 6, 1 ball after the 4th over. Luke Wood comes bustling his way back in again. Balls once more. It's at the leading edge as it loops out into the offside. Maybe just shaping to try and work it to mid-wicket. Alex Lees, it's the end of the over. 32 for 1. 4 overs gone. With Durham batting first. Lost 1 wicket so far.
Just got a view of the point on Lancs TV. The people basking in the sunshine. I've been told that it's going to just cool down a little bit next week. It needs to. There's a horsepipe ban where I live.
Is there?
Yeah. Yeah. Now then, change of bowling. After 4 overs, Anderson has bowled 2. So Chris Green, he'll fire these off spinners in. So he can only have 2 outside of the circle. So there's 1, I think, at deep long on, unless that's the giraffe. No, it's a fielder.
Green drops the ball, has to pick it up. Dries his fingers on top of his trousers. Stands with his feet together and then strides in to get his first over underway. It could be a stumping chance here. There is. It's down the leg side. It's taken by Butler, who whips off the bails, and Benningham's been stumped out for 12, 32 for 2.
And stumped off a wide. Quick off spinner. And it goes down the leg side, and he goes walkabout, David Bedingham. He surrenders. He doesn't even try to get back. Sharp work by Joss Butler. Very dangerous player. Just seeing the replay now, he has a little shuffle down the pitch. He lifts his back leg and the bails are off, and he doesn't look to get back. He's stranded. Good change of bowling after 4 overs then. Durham are 33 for 2.
Yes, 2 overs of James Anderson, 2 of Luke Wood, and spin for the first time this afternoon. And that sees the end of David Bedingham. He's John Graham Clark back in the Durham dressing room.
Do you know, when he shuffled down the pitch there, he took a stride down and moved towards the offside as well. And he's just having a little chat, Chris Green, with the umpire to say, well, look, he moved out towards the offside. He still went down leg side.
33 for 2. Colin Ackerman's a new batter for Durham. That's off the front foot and pushed away into the offside, where Ashton Turner fields at cover, no run. 33 for 2. We're in the 5th. Ackerman waits for Green. Comes striding in past the umpire. And bowls again, flashed quickly.
Another why? Oh no, is it?
What was a bye? Given that as a bye.
It's down the leg side.
Wasn't too dissimilar to the line of the wicket-taking delivery. 34 for 2.
I thought that was wider.
Field changing around, left-hand, right-hand combination. We've got the left-hander Alex Lees on strike. Green's going to bowl his off-spin from around the wicket to Lees. He's pushing his man on the deep mid-wicket boundary. Just round a few paces to his right. Here comes Green. 34 for 2. The back foot. And played away into the offside with Blatherwick fields, and there's no run. Tumbling stop by Jack Blatherwick. 34 for 2. Green back into Lees, taps the bat and lifts it to about stump height. Butler, the keeper, crouches down behind. Sweep attempted by Lees. Green asking the question for an LBW. Umpire saying not out.
Worth a shout from around the wicket.
By Neil Pratt at this end. David Milnes officiating at the Anderson end. 34 for 2. Couple of balls to go of the 5th over. And he's on 6. Here's Green. And tiptoeing his way back into ball. Another sweep attempted. Missed through to Butler. No run. Tidy stuff from Chris Green.
Yeah, how many deliveries left in this now? Just one. He's got 1 for 1. Ball 1 wide. Lees just looks at that leg side. He's had 2 sweeps.
Here comes Green to complete his first over of the day. Into Lees. Looks to force it away. Inside edge back onto his pad. It deflects out into the offside. No run. Excellent first over by Chris Green. 5 gone, 34 for 2.
Well, that's superb from Green. In the power play, just 2 fielders outside of the circle. Picks up a wicket, goes for a single. So 5 overs, 34 for 2. Lancashire Lightning, they'll be well pleased with this. They're controlling the game. Is this a change of ends for Anderson? So he bowled 2 from the Statham end. I think he's going to bowl from his own end. He is, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
So again, it will be 3 overs in the power play for Anderson, which has been the trend through the course of the competition so far for him. He's made his T20 return for Lancashire against Durham at Chesterley Street in that first batch of T20 games. He's into Colin Ackerman, who's stepping across the stumps, trying to ramp it. Through it goes to Butler, a dot ball to start the 6th over.
Yeah, so Ackerman's just looking at this field, and third man is inside the circle, fine leg is inside the circle, so that shot's on. Just to ramp it, or do anything with it, and get it over the keeper, you get 4.
34 for 2. Anderson balls again to Ackerman. That's clubbed down the ground. Alex Lees gets out the way of it at the non-striker's end. It's going to be 4 for Colin Ackerman to get him underway. 38 for 2 in the 6th.
Yeah, it's. You'd think, well, it's a good delivery, is that? But in this competition, he just stood there and swiped. Keep your eye on the ball, middle of the bat. Another quick conversation between captain and Anderson.
Who's in over the wicket to Ackerman again, stepping right across the stumps, just trying to scoop it over Butler's head. Through it goes to the keeper.
I wonder if Jimmy Anderson can. He must see him. Ackerman there just moves way across to the offside, and Anderson followed him. I find that extraordinary how you can get into your action and see where he's going and then just follow him. Dot ball.
Point comes inside the circle, mid-wicket drops back, 38 for 2. Anderson balls again to Ackerman. That's just nudged away off his hip. There's a sharp throw from Wood and a wonderful piece of backing up from Phil Salt as well. They have scrambled through for a single. 39 for 2.
Crikey, that's a rocket throw from Wood. They're quick to the ball. It is a single, but it released it so quickly. They do. I mean, some of these throws you see. That Ben Stokes in the Test match was thrilling, absolutely magnificent. To run out pant.
Anderson to Lees. And it's a dot ball, which he kind of shovels out towards the offside. Maybe thinking of a scoop. Maybe wasn't there to hit that shot. Pokes it out towards point and there's no run.
Well, both these batters look to be preoccupied by trying to play that ramp shot because third man and fine leg are inside the circle. And Anderson is up to it. He keeps following them.
Final ball of Anderson's 3rd over, and indeed of the batting power play. In to complete it. Goes full and straight and punched to mid-on by Alex Lees. Through he goes for a single. He moves on to 7. That is the 6 overs The power play complete. They've lost a couple of wickets, Durham. They've got themselves 40 runs on the board. But Graham Clark and David Bedingham are back in the pavilion. End of the first 6, 40 for 2.
Good from Anderson in that power play, 3 overs for 16. No damage done there. Just gone a little bit cloudy, hasn't it? Might be a bit cooler for the spectators. Both hotels with the balconies, there's plenty of people sat out there. It's the building work beyond. I mean, they're not working today, but I think it's social housing that's being built beyond the 2 hotels. There's signs up about shared ownership for the accommodation.
Green starts his second over of the day. In and bowls. Goes 4 to Lees. That's dugout. It's in the end squeezed through mid-on for a single. Lees moves to 8, 41 for 2.
They just push the field back now, get a little bit more defensive.
Yeah, just altering the leg side. The deep mid-wicket, deep backward square leg, deep point. Long off. Is it Green? He's in and bowling. That's hit down the ground to Salt, who's on the long off boundary. Just for a single. Ackerman moves on to 6, 42 for 2 in the 7th.
Anderson's tended to come off after 3, hasn't he? Might be a change.
He's back on strike as Green is in and bowling, just dropping a little short, punched uppishly, back down where it came from, behind the bowler, and Salt does ever so well to cut it off. Throw comes in from Luke Wood. Good work on the boundary down below us by Phil Salt.
Well, they all count. Bit of fielding like that. It is really good work. Saves a couple.
44 for 2, halfway through the 7th. Lee's on 10. Here's Green in and bowls, again driven firmly through mid-on. Just for 1. 45 for 2.
It's intelligent bowling. He's changing his pace. He can bowl a rocket off spinner, but every now and again he just drops his pace back.
2 to go. 5 runs coming off the over so far. Green into Ackerman. And just takes the single, working it down the ground for 1. Up comes Luke Wood from long on to field. Ackerman moves to 7, 46 for 2. Brings Alex Lees back on strike. He's actually looking leg side. There's 2 on that leg side boundary. Final ball of the 7th. Chris Green from around the wicket to Alex Lees. Hits it straight back to Green, who takes a very, very sharp catch off his own bowling. That was clubbed firmly, but straight to Green, who reacts really well. 3 down now, 46 for 3, Durham.
Good job he caught that. He's taking his head off. Flat batted shot from Alex Lees straight back. Chris Green around the wicket. Just gets his hands up in time and it sticks. It's a good job it did. Another dangerous player, captain Alex Lees. So they're not really getting partnerships together, Durham. Lancashire is just keeping a lid on things.
Yeah, that was muscled, wasn't it? Back down the pitch. Great reactions from Chris Green. It's hit pretty firmly, Alex Lees.
He did.
46 for 3.
It's done in a flash, you know, the way that he caught it. He had to catch it, or else he'd be in some damage. And just immediately gave it to the umpire. It's all in a split second. Catch, umpire.
Yes, it wasn't much celebration there, was there?
No, he's tried to make it look nonchalant. It's a good job he caught it. Change of bowling. Jimmy Anderson has bowled his 3, so Tom Hartley, who got a bit of treatment on Friday.
He did. 2 overs for 39. was a bit of a brutal evening on Friday. It's worked into the onside by Colin Ackerman as Hartley twirls in from the Anderson end. He might think of two. He's just pushed it just beyond the fielding circle, but just for one. Green coming up quickly from the boundary. 47 for 3.
It seems to be that I've been watching the Test match. I've been down there at Lord's. It's gaining popularity. Have a massage in the middle of your innings.
Sounds lovely.
Oh, marvellous. 10 minutes. A good 10 minutes.
Hartley in to Robinson, who's the new batter. He's off the back foot. He's punched away through the offside for 1.
I think it'd be better if they throw a few rose petals about as well and play some sort of soothing music.
Like a spa experience.
Yeah. Experience, spa experience while you're batting.
Come out with a little robe to wear. Hartley in, ball swept by Ackerman. Swept very nicely for 4. Out towards deep backward square leg. Ackerman moves to 12 with that. That brings up the 50 as well for Durham. 52 for 3. Halfway through the 8th.
Sweep shot. Just with the angle from around the wicket. Tom Hartley. Once you get it from around the wicket on leg stump, just sweep it away.
52 on the ball for Durham. Hartley in, balls a little flatter and quicker and cut out through the offside. Be worth 2 more. Salt sweeping round on that cover boundary. Throws in towards Joss Butlett, and they do come back for 2. 54 for 3 now.
I've got heaps on social media. I just threw it out there that Zach Crawley, when he got it yesterday and he's wasting time, I said he should have had a back massage. It seems very, very popular these days, just have a bit of a rub down.
Hartley to Ackerman. Nudged out towards the leg side for a single.
I got absolutely pelted from India. Aren't you aware that Shubman Gill has a back problem? I couldn't care less whether he has or he hasn't. 10 minutes, £175 a ticket watching the grass grow.
55 for 3. Hartley balls again. Off the back foot goes Robinson. Again, works it away through extra cover for a single.
So
Moves to 2.
I also put out there, and that's the end of the over. 56 for 3. It's in that 10-minute interval that the Irish Guards were there. They could do a circuit playing some Sousa marches. What, Mick Jagger would be there at the ground, give us a rendition of Brown Sugar, like Cliff Richard did, and keep everybody occupied. I got absolutely pelted from Indy. Just another mediocre cricketer and mediocre commentator trying to get some traction. Amazing. Have a rub down for 10 minutes.
I saw it, yeah.
Yeah. Another change of bowling.
Luke Wells replacing a very tidy 2 overs from Chris Green. 2 overs, 2 for 7 for Green. 8 overs gone, 56 for 3. Here's Wells into to Robinson. Cuts that out through the offside for a single.
It doesn't look we're getting like we're going to get the 6s that we had on Friday. Same pitch. It's not just happened so far for Durham.
Colin Ackerman's on strike. Is Wells. Comes bouncing in from the stay of the mend over the wicket. Throws it wide of off stump and cuts away again for a single, this time by Ackerman. He moves to 16, 58 for 3.
In the women's game, Alana King spun it. She'll bowl it much slower. There's a leg spinner, a wrist spinner. But she did get some turn.
Wells to Robinson. It's off the back foot, muscled out towards the leg side. That'll be a boundary. It's 4 runs. It's 2 on the leg side rope, but neither can get round to cut it off. 4 for Robinson, and Durham moved to 62 for 3. Robinson on to 7 now.
He just stayed back in his crease. Got a little bit of bounce. Perfect placement.
62 for 3. Halfway through the 9th. Luke Wells for Lancashire Lightning in and bowled and pushed away through the offside by Ollie Robinson for 1. Michael Jones on the point boundary. Robinson moves to 8.
Oh, Michael Jones against his former club.
Played very nicely up at Durham in the reverse of this fixture. 55 he made in a low-scoring game. Lancashire winning with the final ball of the match on that occasion. Ackerman chopped it away into the offside for no run. They were set 151 to win Lancashire up at Durham in the first game between these two sides this season, and they got there thanks to Jack Blatherwick forcing a single from the final ball of the match to win by 4 wickets. What was Anderson's return to T20 cricket? It's cut by Ackerman out towards deep backward point. Here's Jones again. Throw comes in, and Ackerman runs back for 2 to complete the first over from Luke Wells. 65 for 3, 9 overs gone. Wells' first over going for 9 runs. Ackerman on 18 and Robinson on 8.
You still think that Lancs are keeping a lid on this, just about 7 and over, just a touch over 7 and over. Plenty of bowling changes. Here's another. Jack Blatherwick comes into the attack, so it looks as if tactically Keaton Jennings is 2 here, 1 there. Jimmy Anderson a change round, balls 3, come off, a spinner, a couple of overs for Green, off. Just don't let the batters get used to the particular bowler. It's good if you've got plenty of options. You've got plenty of bowling options. I don't think you'd expect Wells to bowl 4. Might bowl a couple.
Yeah, Luke Wood, James Anderson, Jack Blatherwick. Pace bowlers, spinners Hartley, Green and Wells. Blatherwick for the first time today then. 65 for 3, 9 overs gone. Here's Blatherwick for Lancashire, in and bowls. And Robinson off the back foot pushes away into the onside for no run.
He has got a bit of pace, Blatherwick. The young bowler. Control might let him down from time to time, but nevertheless, he does have that little bit, just a bit of extra pace.
Turns and sets off again. Robinson 8 not out for Durham. Blatherwick in over the wicket, bowls muscled into the leg side, it's in the air, clears mid-wicket and it's bouncing over the rope. And that's going to be 4 runs for Robinson to take him to 12 and Durham to 69 for 3 in the 10th.
They'll change the field, I think, here after that delivery. Yeah, there's a deep mid-wicket gone out. There's nothing wrong with the delivery, but it's just stayed in the pitch a touch.
Yeah, leg side catches on the rope now. 2 of them. Deep mid-wicket, deep backward square leg. 69 for 3. Here's Blatherwick. Muscles in and balls. Worked into the onside by Robinson. Just nudged away off his hip. Ball just trickles its way past the fielding circle. Up comes Chris Green from the boundary to field. Robinson goes through for 1. He moves to 13. 70 for 3 now.
Always watching Jack Blatherwick, and when he lands, his front foot landing on the popping crease, it always seems to me to be a bit too far towards the offside to a right-handed batsman. Just opens up.
In again, bowls once more. And Ackerman works it to square leg for 1. Moves to 19, 71 for 3. A tumbling stop by Michael Jones.
It was a bit extravagant, that, wasn't it? Well, he picked it up and fell over.
Fell over right by the feet of umpire Neil Pratt at square leg. The umpire was quite expecting Michael Jones there.
Neil Pratt play for Durham?
Have a look. Blatherwick back in, balls again, short. And well, Robinson kind of sways out the way a bit. Through it goes to Joss Butler. And there is...
there was Gary Pratt. Gary Pratt was a famous fielder, wasn't he, who ran out Ricky Ponting.
Yep.
Is he not his brother, Neil Pratt?
I don't know. Could be right. 71 for 3, 1 ball left, the 10th. Blatherwick sets off again, balls to Robinson, and Robinson clubs it over Luke Wood's head at mid-on. It's bouncing out towards the rope. It won't reach the boundary. Instead, they'll come back for 2. And that is the end of the over. That's the halfway stage. It's 75 for 3. Durham batting first. 10 overs gone, 10 to go. 7 wickets remaining. Ackerman on 19 and Robinson on 15.
they're still all right, Lancs. You know, it's not going to be anything like Friday night, 236, wasn't it?
Yes.
Not going to be anything like that, so we'll hold the game together for these last 10 overs. The way to do that is take wickets. Just keep getting wickets. Tom Hartley comes back into the attack. England are 6 down, 174 for 6.
There's Hartley. Some left arm spin. Worked by Ackerman off the back foot. Just nudging it up towards mid-on, then thinking of 2. There isn't a second there. Single for Ackerman, who moves to 20. 74 for 3 in the 11th. Brings Robinson back on strike. Hartley's first over went for 10. He's in and bowling a quicker ball this time. Robinson off the back foot carves away through the offside. Michael Jones out there again below the party stand to field. Oh, the throw comes in and it's a little sloppy. Could have come back for an extra run there. The score moves on to 76 4-3.
He is from County Durham, okay. Neil Pratt, but I'm just looking. I need to look more. I'm not sure he played. Somebody will put me right.
Robinson on 17. Hartley bowls flat and quick to Robinson. That's carved out through the offside. Jones fields. Robinson moves to 18. 77 for 3. Brings Colin Ackerman back on strike. It's 20 not out. Hartley again. Single for Ackerman. Pushes it through mid-on for 1. Takes him to 21, 78 for 3.
Yeah, they've got a partnership going. 21 from 18, 18 from 12. Ackerman and Robinson.
There's Hartley's left arm spin. Balls again. Nice shot by Robinson. And into out. Drives it away through mid-off for a single. Robinson moves to 90 now, 79 for 3. 1 ball left of the 11th over. Scored at least 1 off every ball so far. No boundaries conceded from Hartley in this one. And it won't be neither. It's a dot ball to end it. Fizzed in with a bit of extra pace from Tom Hartley. End of the 11th. 79 for 3. Ackerman on 21. Robinson on 19. It's slow and steady, isn't it, by Durham? There's no fireworks just yet.
No, I mean, they're getting a base and they've got 2 batters in. Tom Hartley, 2 overs for 16. Where's he going now? You keep your eye on Keaton Jennings because he keeps changing the bowling. Going to be Blatherwick again. There's a real committee meeting going on there. It's Jimmy Anderson, Keaton Jennings, Luke Wood, Jack Blatherwick. I've just hurriedly tried to have a look. He might have played once.
Okay.
Neil Pratt.
For Durham? Well, we're not sure.
It's inconclusive.
A lot of things are, David. 79 for 3, 11 overs gone. Third man comes up inside the circle. Ollie Robinson's on strike. Here's Jack Blatherwick. And balls once more. High, over mid-off, out towards the hotel. And I think for 6. Is it 1 bounce and 4, or is it 6? It looked 6-ish to me. Yeah, it was. Enough on it. Just about over the rope. 6 off the first ball of the 12th over. 85 for 3.
That puts the bowler under pressure, especially a young bowler like Blatherwick. First delivery, second over. Pump for 6.
25 to Robinson. Mops his brow, Jack Blatherwick. Warm Sunday afternoon before setting off. Balls again to Robinson. Now look for 2 here. He's just worked it up towards the edge of the fielding circle at mid-on with Wood out on the rope. He's quickly up from the boundary, Luke Wood. Just the single. 86 for 3 now.
I think, you know, when these outfielders, they've all got rocket arms. Throw it in flat, don't they? In yesteryear, we used to throw it in high. They get it in flat now, 1 bounce. It used to be back, you could get it into the wicketkeeper, no bounce, so you had to throw it high.
Blatherwick into Ackerman, just a little short and pulled firmly away out towards that wide, long on boundary. 4 for Ackerman, 11 coming off the first 3 deliveries, 90 for 3 halfway through the 12th.
And he's feeling it, Jack Blatherwick. A bit isolated out there.
6, a single and a 4 so far in this over. Ackerman 25 from 20 now. Robinson 26 from 15 at the non-striker's end. Blatherwick, what's his response? The first half of the over belonging to the batter. And this is chopped out through the offside. Picked up on the point boundary by Tom Hartley. He sends it in to Joss Butler. And they come back for 2. 92 for 3.
And I mentioned Jack Blatherwick, and it's inevitable that you get loads of advice now. Luke Wood's come across and just had a word with him. The ball goes to Jimmy Anderson and then back to Blatherwick. His mind will be racing. He's gone for a few.
2 to go in the over. Blatherwick is in and balls it short, pulled out towards the leg side. Oh, Green puts the dive in, can't get fingers on it. Blatherwick double hit, the hands on hips. The old double teapot from Jack Blatherwick. He's gone for 4 more, 96 for 3.
And he's actually bowling short, isn't he? He's going the same place, anywhere leg side. He went for 6 with a full length ball, and now he's banged it in, so he's going short, being pulled away to that party stand.
6, 1, 4, 2 and 4. 17 off the over so far. With 1 delivery to go. The best over this for Durham so far in their innings. A 50 partnership as well of just 29 deliveries. They put 50 together, these two. 96 for 3. Ackerman's on 31. Blatherwick in and bowls. That'll be a single. Nudged away through the leg side for 1. He keeps the strike as well, Colin Ackerman. 12 gone, 8 to go. 97 for 3.
Now then, Keaton Jennings, where do you go? Blatherwick's just gone for a few, so he turns to Luke Wells. I think he went for 9 in his first over, did he? You'll see it when it comes up on the board.
He did, yeah.
For 9 in his first over. He bowls out the side of his hand. He doesn't... I've never really seen Luke Wells get any purchase and spin, but he should get a bit of bounce. On the defensive note, Lancashire Lightning.
Ackerman 32. These two have put together a 50, unbeaten 50 partnership as Wells is in. And Ackerman forcing the ball down the ground. Wood comes up from the long off boundary. Ackerman moves to 33 not out. Durham 98 for 3. Bringing Robinson back on strike. Wells drying his fingers on the back of his trousers and comes bouncing back in. Driven through the offside by Robinson. It's a lovely looking shot. Jones trying to get round to cut it off. Put the dive in. Couldn't catch up with it. It's gone for 4. That's the 100 up as well for Durham now. 102 for 3.
Well, they've got some real momentum of Durham. They keep this going, they'll be looking at 180, 175, 180.
102 for 3. 2 balls into the 13th over. Robinson to 30. Here's Wells in and bowls. He waits for that and plays it late, trying to cut the ball away. Fielded by Ashton Turner at backward point.
Like a googly, that. Come out of the side of his hand or at the back of his hand. Much slower.
It's a dot ball. Robinson still on 30. Taps the bat a couple of times. Butler, the keeper, crouching down behind the stumps. Wells in and bowls, carved away. But it is Jones on the deep point boundary fields. Robinson moves to 31. It's 103 for 3. 2 balls left of the 13th over. Wells asking Jennings just to drop a little bit deeper, right at the edge of the fielding circle. But, Extra cover. There's a deep point as well. 2 on the leg side boundary. Slap down the ground. But Woody's there to field. Left arm pick up and throw up towards Butler. Through they go for 1.
I think you just got to treat Wells at a medium pace. There's a lot happening, but it doesn't spin.
1 ball left of the over. Wells in, turned a little.
Did.
And that's played back towards him by Robinson. Dot ball, end of the over. 7 overs remaining. It's 104 for 3. Ackerman 34, Robinson 31.
It's got to be a googly, that. It just spun and come back into him, although it's a bit slower. Now then, where's he going to go now? He's got to take Blatherwick off. So this will be Hartley, I think. So Tom Hartley has... This is his 3rd spell. 1 over spells.
2 overs for 17 for Tom Hartley. Green's got 2 left. Wood's got 2 left. Jimmy's got 1 left. 104 for 3. I guess you find a way to break this partnership. Tom Hartley is in and bowling. Oh, it's an edge past the keeper. Down towards the boundary. Fielded by Wells. He'll come back for 2. Swung pretty hard and a thick edge beyond Butler's reach.
Yeah, there's no slip in there now, understandably. Just a couple.
106 for 3. Ackerman to 36. Hartley left arm spin. Bowls clubbed down the ground. It's in the air. It's an awkward one for Blatherwick coming up from the long on boundary, and I think he's done really well there. It's a horrible bounce just in front. He did his best to try and make up the ground to take a catch.
Brilliant from Blatherwick. He could have warned that. Could have got it straight in the teeth. He parried it back. He almost parried it straight back to Tom Hartley, but they took 2.
Super fielding. 108 for 3. Ackerman to 38. Hartley in and bowls, and that's chopped out into the offside this time by Ackerman off Hartley. Takes him to 39 not out. 109 for 3. Robinson on 31. He's back on strike. Here's Tom Hartley. 5 off the first 3 deliveries. In and bowls. It's muscled in the air on the leg side, out towards mid-wicket. 1 bounce and 4 signals Chris Green out on the boundary rope. And the umpire duly follows. 113 for 3.
Is it a couple there? You mentioned that little bandstand or whatever it is, that platform.
35 to Robinson, 113 for 3. Tom Hartley. Oh, well, it'll be wide. He's thrown that too far wide of off stump. Signalled a wide by David Milnes. 114 for 3. As Hartley is in and bowling. Oh, it's flirting with that wide line. But that's all good. It's a dot ball. Well, a little treat coming up to the commentary box here. 1 ball left to the 14th over. Hartley's in, bowls, that's it. Back over Hartley's head. And it is caught by Blatherwick, who is such a good fielder for Lancashire and never for a moment looked like dropping it, in truth. 4th wicket to fall, an important breakthrough as well for Lancashire Lightning. That was a very, very good partnership between Ackerman and Robinson. But it's Robinson that's gone for 35.
He'll be kicking himself too. He had Lancashire, they were just wobbling. Looking for that leg side again, as he has been doing against Tom Hartley. I don't think he's hit that at all, whether it's at the bottom or right at the top of the bat, because he's been clearing that boundary. Blatherwick again, such a good fielder. Very athletic to the ball, safe pair of hands. They needed that wicket. 114 for 4, 14 over, 6 to go.
A bit tricky this, isn't it, really? I've got ice cream on my microphone. Gotta go on up like that. Taste it. Nice.
It tastes good. I hope it sounds good.
Little flake in this as well. Very nice. I don't know what we've done to deserve this. No raspberry sauce. Could just do a little bit of raspberry sauce.
Chris Green back.
2 for 7 for Green. 114 for 4. It's worked into the onside by Colin Ackerman. Fielded at mid-wicket by Keaton Jennings, and there's no run.
That's handy, isn't it? 2 for 7. Coming into your third over.
It's dismissals of Alex Lees, who was caught and bowled, and David Bedingham, who was stumped. Play back towards him by Ackerman. Tidy stuff from Chris Green. And again, there's no run. 114 for 4. Green from the Brian Statham end. Ackerman on 39. Jimmy Neesham's the new batter at the non-striker's end. Green in, balls, looking to sweep it. Ackerman work it from outside off stump out towards that leg side boundary. It's a little under edge and fielded by Butler.
3 dot balls. Terrific.
114 for 4. Here's Green. He's slowly creeping his way back in, past the umpire over the wicket and bowls, and whipped away into the onside by Ackerman. Salt comes up from long onto field.
Do you know, he gets, for an off spinner, he gets his Yorker in. Gets it right into the block hole.
Superb figures here by Green into his third over, 2 for 8. So Neesham, the new batter.
They have a good side, Durham, Jimmy Neesham.
115 for 4. Green in, balls, he goes for that Yorker again. Neesham digs it out. Thinks of 2. It's worked out towards the leg side. Michael Jones is quick up from the boundary though, so just a single for Jimmy Neesham. 116 for 4.
If you heard a noise then, I'm just going into the cornet.
Yeah, you're making far better progress than I am. 1 ball left of the 15th.
That's that cornet again.
Final ball of the over. Green in. That's whipped out towards the leg side by Colin Ackerman. Just for a single. I think that's just 3 off the over. It is, yeah. 3 dot balls to start it and then 3 singles to end it. Outstanding from Chris Green. He's bowled 3 overs, picked up 2 for 10. So 15 overs gone. It's 117 for 4 live from Emirates Old Trafford. BBC Radio Lancashire, BBC Sport website and app. Lancs TV as well. Final home game this at the T20 Blast this season, albeit Lancashire are hoping that they will be back here for a quarter-final at some stage.
It's the last 2 matches. Yorkshire is one, which is next Thursday, isn't it? 17th.
Yep.
And then there's one more. Who do they play?
Notts away.
Notts away.
Day after. Yeah, Yorkshire on Thursday and then Notts on Friday to complete the group stage. And the quarter-finals take place just before Christmas. Some point in September. 117 for 4. Right, 5 overs to go. You've done well to finish your ice cream so quickly. Barely got to the flake.
When's finals day then?
That's New Year's Day.
Oh, good grief.
Like at some point in the middle of September. 117 for 4. Here's Luke Wood in and balls, driven away by Ackerman to mid-off. Scrambled a quick single there.
So Lancs had just pulled this back, and it's Chris Green that's done it. Just get a really good over. Green, 3 overs, 2 for 10. So Luke Wood back in. Strike ball into his 3rd over, just gone for 22. It's cloudy. The sun's gone.
It's pretty brutal on Friday evening. It was hot on Friday night. Great crowd on Friday night. They stuck with it right to the end. I mean, even though Lancashire were heading towards that defeat, the atmosphere was still terrific. Wood in balls. It's just back of a length and Neesham. That's pulled down towards deep backward square leg for a single.
I think there's a good crowd in here. See, under the point and under the hotels, and then to the left of the media centre, there's plenty in.
What's Lanky doing there? The giraffe. I guess his mascot.
Camera work, I think.
Ah, okay. Well, 19 for 4. Luke Wood sets off balls to Ackerman. Oh, he's bowled him because Ackerman's played on, having leaped right across his stumps, and then as he tries to flick the ball, he flicks it straight onto the stumps.
It's extraordinary. He must have followed him there, Luke Wood. Batter moves way away to the offside to try to access that ramp shot, and he followed him full, really full, Yorker length full, and he got bat on it and knocked it straight onto his stumps. So it's out bowled, isn't it? He's out bowled, that's it. But I mean, the ball's nowhere near the wickets. He's knocked it onto the stumps. These are good wickets. They are. Just coming back into it. Lancashire Lightning, where it's not long ago we said they'll get 180 if they build partnerships. They've not been able to do that. 5 down, 119 for 5. He captained well, hasn't he? When you look at it, he's kept changing his bowlers round. One over here, one over there, this end, that end. This is Will Rhodes, isn't it? Yorkshire lad. Who else did he play for? Warwickshire?
Warwickshire, yeah. Captain of Warwickshire, I think.
He did?
He captained Warwickshire when they pipped Lancashire to the title a couple of years ago, 2022 maybe. So 119 for 5. Halfway through the 16th over. Wood's dropping third man back to the rope. Deep backward square leg, deep mid wicket. Michael Jones out on the cover boundary. Here's Wood. Left arm over balls to Rhodes.
Oh!
I think that's been, put down by Butler. I'm not sure what that came off. Let's have a look what the umpire's going to give here. Leg by. Has it come off the shoulder, maybe something like that?
Well, it's off his body. Again, new to the crease and a sharp delivery. And Will Rhodes, he dodged across to the offside again and trying to play some sort of ramp shot. He sees all that's happening. Luke Wood, he banged it in short and it hits his body. Butler got a hand on it, but they still got a single.
120 for 5. Got himself into a pretty awkward position. Off the shoulder. Driven away by Neesham. And fielded by Chris Green at cover point. 1 run.
Slower delivery from Luke Wood. Jimmy Neesham setting himself, but it's a slower full delivery, so he had to wait for it, just get a single. Another excellent over, Luke Wood. 1, 2, 4 from it and a wicket. Last delivery coming up, end of the 16th.
121 for 5. Rhodes waits for Luke Wood in and balls. It's just back of a length and pulled by Rhodes out towards the square leg boundary. There's a little bit of hesitation before they agreed to come back for 2. And then there's a question about a run out there as Rhodes came back. Butler flicked the ball onto the stumps, but he's safely home for 2 to complete the over. 123 for 5, 16 overs gone, 4 to go.
No, it's a good over from Luke Wood. So 4 overs to go. Who's going to bowl these? Green's got 1, hasn't he? Jimmy Anderson's 1, but he's tended in previous games, I think, to bowl 2 or 3 overs. So if he bowls this now, 17, I don't think we'll see Blatherwick again. Could be Luke Wells.
Yeah, Yeah, this is Hartley's. Hartley's got one left as well.
Oh, it's Hartley. No, it's Green. No, this is Green. This is Green. Hartley's got one left, yeah.
This is Green's final one. This is his fourth, 2 for 10. And that 2 for 11, that's just chopped into the offside for a single. By Jimmy Neesham, he moves to 4, 124 for 5. Hartley's got one left, Wells has got 2. Wood's got 1. And Anderson's got 1. Blatherwick has 2 overs as well up his sleeve, so there's plenty of options there for Keaton Jennings. No one's bowled out just yet, albeit Green is on the brink of doing that. This is his 4th and final over. Rhodes on strike. Green from around the wicket bowls. Looks to sweep, bounces past the keeper off the bottom edge. Through they go for a single.
Yeah, it's a sweep shot that he doesn't connect. Gets an edge and it goes over the keeper's head. Just a single.
125 for 5. Neesham back on strike. Steps away just for a moment. Jimmy Neesham looks out towards the leg side. 2 fielders on the rope. Goes high back over the bowler's head. Could be in trouble here. Luke Wood comes round, takes the catch. Celebrates Luke Wood. Put a couple down on Friday, but made no mistake there. 125 for 6.
Well, a full set of gnashers there from Luke Wood as he takes that catch. It's a steepler. They were guilty of putting a couple down on Friday evening. And he's at the media centre end, and as soon as he took that catch, he turned to the balcony where the coaches would be. They'll have had a word about catching from Friday. I suppose they had a day off yesterday, Saturday. That's another steepler. You look round, when they go up, you look round, is anybody else near her? Anybody else fancy this? But a huge smile as he gets hold of it. You know, they feel it. These guys, we've all been there. We've all thrown them down for no apparent reason. And so, this is not great for Durham. They're just falling behind, 125 for 6. When it looked as if they were sailing away. A big partnership. But Lancs have come back into this. How do you come back? Take wickets.
$125 for 6. Casey Aldridge is the new batter, joining Will Rhodes. Green gets his 3rd. Picked up 4 on Friday, Chris Green. He's got 3 for 12 a couple of days later. Arrows just went in towards the pads of Aldridge. Let's punch through mid-on for a single.
Who did he play for, Casey Aldridge?
Somerset.
Somerset, that's him. And he's up there permanent now, is he, at Durham?
I think he is, yeah. 126 for 6. Rhodes on strike. Here is Green. I'll spin from around the wicket into Rhodes. He's asking for a little thin edge through to Butler.
Now that's spun. Just a little bit of spin there. 1 ball to go and he's finished.
It's been an outstanding night, or day, for Green again. He's in and bowling. Oh, that'll be a wide. Oh, didn't like it. Umpire turns around and signals the wide.
Spun.
He did.
It spun, but it's wide.
Rhodes on 3. Looking to complete the over this time is Green in to Rhodes. A little bit of grip and turn for him. That's played down the ground for a single. And Chris Green collects his cap. A pretty impressive day's work with the ball. 4 overs, 3 for 15. Terrific from Green. 128 for 6, 3 overs to go.
Are they okay on time? Just looking at time. Well, the cut-off time is 4:17. So they've got 8 minutes to bowl 3.
To be in position to start the last over, I think it is.
Okay, so they should be all right.
Jimmy returns. He's going to bowl his 4th and final over. returning from the James Anderson end. Gone for just 16 so far. 128 for 6, 17 gone, 3 to go. Final home T20 group fixture for Lancashire Lightning. Casey Aldridge actually is on loan at Durham. He's not permanent.
Okay.
Somerset, Durham player on loan from Somerset. We'll see him bowl a little later on. He's at the non-striker end at the minute with Rhodes on strike. Here is Anderson for Lancashire. In and bowls to Rhodes. That's clipped out towards the leg side. Hartley comes up from deep mid-wicket to field. Single for Rhodes. He moves to 5. 129 for 6 now.
And Jimmy Anderson usually nips one out. He hasn't so far. Into his 4th over. Decent figures, none for 17.
Aldridge waits for Anderson. He sets off in and bowls. Cut out through the offside for a single by Aldridge. Doubles his score. He moves to 2. 130 for 6.
Slow delivery from Anderson. Trying to keep that shorter. It is just a bit shorter, leg side to the right-handed batter, so Anderson bowling it well wide of the off stump.
Here's Anderson again for Lancashire. In and bowls. Worked out towards the leg side by Rhodes. Just for 1. Hartley comes up from the deep mid-wicket boundary to field.
He's taking pace off. He's bowling slow. Anderson off his full run. So he's bowled a couple with the pace off. Who's going to bowl this next one? He's got plenty of options, hasn't he? With Tom Hartley.
3 to go for Anderson. Again with pace off, wide, and just steered away through the offside towards Hartley, who comes up from the point boundary.
He's so experienced, this Jimmy Anderson. And just in this over, they've been slow. Slower deliveries, well wide of off stump. Just singles. So the batter has actually got to second guess him.
132 for 6. Anderson in, bowls a bouncer.
It's a wide.
Indeed it is. David Mills stretches out his arms at the Anderson end to signal the wide. 133 for 6.
And he's a big lad, is David Mills. He used to open the bowling for Leicestershire. He got to Nottinghamshire as well. You don't mess with Mills.
Here's Anderson. That's pulled up towards the deep mid-wicket boundary for a single. 134 for 6. 1 delivery to go of the 18th over. Casey Aldridge back on strike. Long on, deep mid-wicket, deep backward square leg. Hartley in front of the new hotel on the cover boundary. Long off as well. Oh, reverse attempted, but straight to Wells. Anderson does get his wicket with the final ball of his 4th and final over. Wells takes the catch, Aldridge departs, and Durham is 7 down, 134 for 7.
What a horrible delivery it was. It's a slow delivery, banged in. Aldridge gets himself into a pickle, really, playing a reverse pull sweep. I think it's 3rd man who's inside the circle. He hits it straight to him. Reverse. I hope I've explained that all right. Right-handed batter gets in a left-handed batting position and pulls it straight to short 3rd man. Subsiding. Durham promised for a long time. Thought they were going to get up to 180. They're 134 for 7. Looks like England have just lost a wicket as well. They're 181 for 7. Stokes has gone. So, Walks and Carse at the crease. 181 for 7. at Lords. Pitch playing tricks as well. Oh, it's Blatherwick.
Yeah, Blatherwick comes back. This time from the Brian Statham end. 134 for 7. Will Rhodes on strike. Blatherwick in, goes full. Wide, and it's dug out by Rhodes. It's bouncing up towards mid-off for a single. And the score moves to 135 for 7. Rhodes moves on to 8. Brings Matthew Potts on strike. Wide Yorker to begin with for Jack Blatherwick.
Yeah.
Potts is ready. Blatherwick tossing the ball from one hand to the other. And sets off in, bowls. Work to the onside by Potts. Might be actually able to get 2 here. Yeah, they come back for the second because Salt's having to come all the way up from the long on boundary. And the ball was just pushed up towards the edge of the fielding circle.
Well, Phil Salt's looking as to where he picked that up, and he's haired inside the circle and picked it up about 10 yards inside. So he's looking round. Can nobody else get this?
Come back for 2. 137 for 7. Blatherwick bowls, short ball. Potts trying to pull it out towards the leg side. It deflects that into the offside for a single. Potts moves to 3, 138 for 7.
A good ball at Matty Potts. Test match ball. Now then, Jack Blatherwick. No damage, finish off.
Halfway through the over, 3 so far. In and balls, he goes full and wide again. Cracked down the pitch by Rhodes. Down the ground towards Salt. He's on the long off boundary. And the single, 138 for 7. 2 to go in the over. And then 1 over remaining. 139 for 7. Durham. Blatherwick bringing Wood up from the boundary at long off and pushing Wells at short fine leg down towards the boundary. It's a fine leg, deep backward square leg and a deep mid wicket, long on and deep point. I suspect they might well be unable to get the allotted fielders outside the circle because they've not bowled their overs in time.
Oh.
139 for 7. Blatherwick bowls again and he's cleared short fine leg. He'd just come up, hadn't he, from that position, Luke Wells, and he finds a way, Matthew Potts, to loft it over Wells and down towards the boundary for 4.
That's not the ball. Once he's had to bring another fielder in, fine leg, and he bowls short of a length, and Potts just eases it over fine leg. So that's the penalty for not bowling your overs quickly enough. You had to bring another fielder inside the circle.
143 for 7. Blatherwick bowls again, pulled, leg side, in the air and all the way for 6. Out towards the square leg boundary. Potts gets a 4 and a 6 to end what was, up till that point, a very tidy over from Jack Blatherwick. 149 for 7.
And he puts his cap on, Jack Blatherwick, and thinks, what have I done? It wasn't his fault that they bowled her over slowly. 10 good runs for Matty Potts. So a final over. It's going to be Luke Wood, I should think. The option will be Tom Hartley, but it will be Luke Wood. So Jack Blatherwick, 3 overs, none for 41. 149 for 7. Well, can they get to 160? Respectable 160.
Well, 6 balls to find 11 runs to get to the 160 mark. Will Rhodes on strike. Here is Luke Wood then to complete it. In and bowling, back of the hand. Worked out towards the leg side by Rhodes. To deep backward square leg for a single. Does bring up the 150, that for Durham. 150 for 7. 5 balls left of their innings. Gets Potts on strike. Wood 2 for 27 today. Dismissals of Graham Clark and then Colin Ackerman. Ackerman top scoring with 42. Ollie Robinson making 35.
Well, the 2 shots that Potts has just played were off the back foot into the leg side.
Oh, he's got a long on and a deep mid wicket. There's a deep backward point and deep extra cover. Only 4 outside the circle. As Wood comes in and bowls 2 Potts, that's driven up towards wide mid-off for 1. Full and wide from Wood. Potts moves to 14, 151 for 7.
I think that's a good place to Potts. Get it full and wide, because the 2 shots he played them quite comfortably. That he pulled away into the leg side.
4 balls left.
Rogers has tried ramps, hasn't he? He's just looked again. 3rd man's inside and fine leggies.
Luke Wood in and balls again out the back of the hand. He steps right across the stumps, Rhodes. And the ball goes past him and through to Butler. Dot ball.
That's the one that he's tried. Just a ramp it or just twitch it over the keeper. And he bowls a real slow delivery full. I find all this fascinating at this stage of the game, where a fast bowler is bowling slow, bowling wide, just to get the dot ball in.
So far, so good for Luke Wood. Just 2 runs coming off his first 3 deliveries. Balls again. Rose tries to swat it out towards the leg side, and it drops dead. The ball almost by his feet. He gets through for 1. 152 for 7.
And once again, Luke Wood out to the back of his hand. Something quite slow. I mean, what a skill to get it onto that block hole. So 6 inches away from that, and it's almost a free hit. How many balls left? 2.
Just 3 off the first 4 deliveries. Here's Wood over the wicket. Balls.
Out.
Potts goes high.
Oh, 6.
Out or 6. Oh, it's a great effort from Hartley to push it back. He's saved runs. Fabulous effort right on the boundary, leaping up, both feet off the ground, and palms it back over the rope.
How do they do that? Fabulous. Right, I mean, it's 6 all the way, is that? And he leapt in the air and sort of threw it or palmed it back in. How many did he get? 2?
Yep.
Well, he saved 4.
It's a wonderful piece of fielding by Hartley. Using all his height and then some, having to get both feet off the ground to palm the ball back over the rope. Saves a 6, saving 4 runs. Came back for 2, takes Potts to 16. 1 ball left, 154 for 7, Durham. And here's Luke Wood. In and bowls, and it's hit back from where it came from. Oh, and they left it for each other, Jennings and Wood, and they've got through for 1 run. Durham finished on 155 for 7 to set Lancashire 156 to win.
Well, that's comical. He's really clossed it, that last delivery, and it goes up just into the offside. An extra cover comes in, Keaton Jennings. The bowler desperately tries to get there. They look at each other, momentarily stop, and the ball lands. After you, Claude. Now then, what do we think? 155 for 7. In the circumstances, I think they've recovered pretty well. Think about Friday night, 236, and they're way short of that, but you know, it's a pitch that's got a bit of wear and tear. Light rollers coming out. 155, a worker. I'm going to call that a little worker.
Let's see if it's enough. The players are heading off. pot 17, Rhodes on 11. Top scorer in the innings, Colin Ackerman making 42. Ollie Robinson making 35. 3 wickets for Chris Green. 4 overs, 3 for 15. 2 wickets for Luke Wood, 2 for 32. 1 for Jimmy and 1 for Tom Hartley. And our viewers on Lancs TV can hear from Tom Hartley now with Fraser Dainton.
Terrific bit of fielding back at the end there. What's that about?
BBC, Radio Lancashire,
yeah,
and
not
BBC
too sure.
Sport
Just
website.
you know, I thought I was going for 6, but you know, just trying to save runs at the back end there.
You needed to make sure that you could restrict them as much as you possibly could. That was a neat and tidy bowling performance.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously the wicket's not quite as good as it was the other night, but a bit more two-paced and took a bit more spin. So yeah, we'll be happy with that, and we took wickets throughout, so we can't complain.
You had to be really tight against the side who are top of the league for not a bad reason.
No, they're very good. You know, they batted well through the middle. You know, we struggled to peg them down a bit, but I thought we took a few nice wickets towards the end and, you know, kept a pretty par score there.
156 to win then. We know you've got the batters that can do it, but in these conditions on that wicket, how difficult is that going to be, do you think?
Yeah, it's never going to be easy. They've got some great bowlers, but, you know, we always back ourselves and, yeah, should be a good chase.
Great stuff. Thanks very much for joining us, Tom. Off you go. Go and join the lads there in the dressing rooms. Good performance from that fella. Lovely little bit of fielding right at the end there from him, wasn't it?
Fantastic bit of fielding. Very instinctive, just went for it, kept it in, kept them in the game for that little bit longer, so that was great.
Really, as I said to Tom there, tidy, neat, controlled bowling performance all round. Nothing particularly flashy. They just kept it really tight in the field.
I thought they bowled really well actually in these conditions, and you can see it's a slightly different pitch to as it was on Friday night. The odd one's just sticking in the pitch, and the spinners, it's just gripping a little bit, just enough to cause the batter some problems. Really well fielded. I thought it was a really good bowling and fielding performance. In particular, Chris Green again, 3 for 15. He's done fantastically well recently, hasn't he? Luke Wood 2 for 32, and Jimmy Anderson 1 for 22. And the others all kept it really tight as well. I thought it was really good all-round bowling fielding performance.
The key to it, they had to be tight, they had to be patient as well. Breaking that partnership in the middle, Robinson and Ackerman, those putting plenty of runs on. It looked like things were getting slowed down a lot then, but they kept at it, they kept going.
Absolutely, when those two were batting, they were batting nicely. It was a good partnership. They were getting good momentum. Durham were getting on top of the game, and then Lancashire managed just to get a couple of wickets, slow things down, and as we know, the best way to be economical is to take wickets, and they did that, and all the bowlers, majority of the bowlers anyway, chipped in, and as I said before, I thought they were really well supported by the fielding unit. Brilliant stuff.
156 to win then. It's going to be tough on that wicket in these conditions. It's clouded over now as well. Still very humid. It's not going to be an easy run chase, this, is it?
No, I don't think it is. They're going to have to maximise that power play for sure. Try and get as many runs in that power play as they can and work really hard outside of that power play, looking for, hitting the pockets, running hard, picking as many twos up as they can, but also out of the power play boundaries as well. So not going to be easy. Going to have to bat well, build some partnerships, but they've certainly got the talent in that dressing room to do it.
And we know that Durham have got a good bowling attack as well. They're not top of the league without good reason, are they?
No, that you know what, they've got a good side, haven't they? Good all-round side, decent batting unit, good fielding unit, good bowling unit. So they'll cause some problems for Lancashire in this game. And remember, their batters will have communicated with their bowlers in terms of what it's like to bat out there. So what will the batters least like to face? And they'll be doing that in this second innings.
So it is very finely poised, and we are set up for what should be a thrilling second part of this game. Durham 155 for 7, so Lancashire need 156 to win the game.
Two names rich in history: Bartons, our family-run business with over 100 years of experience in drinks distribution, and Lancashire Cricket, a club drenched in tradition, heritage and globally recognised moments. Since 1917, Bartons has been supplying the finest wines, soft drinks and premium beverages across the UK, partnering with world-class brands to bring unforgettable experiences to every occasion. Now, we're excited to announce we will be bringing that same passion to cricket fans at Emirates Old Trafford. As the official wine, spirits and soft drinks partner of Lancashire Cricket, we're elevating matchday experiences, hospitality and celebrations across the next 3 years. From the first ball to the final cheers, Bartons is here to make every moment one to savour. Keep an eye out for some familiar brands such as Guinness, Celavino, VK Hooch and Britvic. Bartons and Lancashire Cricket, partnership built on passion, unforgettable moments and history.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary.
Welcome to the opening day. Oh, that is a wonderful shot.
This is a call for hungry dreamers and hard-working self-believers. Success is down to more than just luck and talent. It's striving to be the best, breaking the boundaries and never giving up. Are you ready to become your best self? Are you ready to unlock your greatness? So what are you waiting for? This is Education Evolved. This is UA 92.
When I was a kid, there was no professional women's cricket. I didn't even think that women could be professional sports people.
Especially early on, it just didn't really seem like there was a career in it.
To support myself around cricket, I had to work at the petrol garage.
I was the only girl, so I stood out.
I'd love for young girls to be able to dream about being an athlete and it to be achievable.
Thanks to the Hilton funding my contract, it's allowed me to play the game that I love all day, every day.
We're like an engine and we need to be fueled with the right gas.
Without funding, we can't be visible. You can't be what you can't see.
As a team, it feels like we're breaking boundaries.
Thunder and Lancashire always want to put women's cricket at the forefront, and now I think that's really shining through.
It's mad to think that without the Hilton funding, like, we wouldn't be playing cricket every day, training.
Well, we could be, but we wouldn't have any money.
We wouldn't, yeah, true.
Are heading out. Two opening batsmen for Lancashire are Phil Salt and Keaton Jennings, just limbering up down below us in the Lancashire dugout. 156 to win then for Lancashire Lightning. High scoring game here on Friday evening, wasn't it? There was Yorkshire making 236, Lancashire going past 200 in their bid to try and match it. 217 for 7 they finished on, so 450 runs or so scored on Friday evening in a T20 match here. It's more of a low scoring type game here this time round, as it was when the two teams met in the first group fixture at Chester Street, when Lancashire was set 151 to win that match, and they got there just in the nick of time. It was the final ball of the innings, actually, that Jack Blathwaite managed to find a run and secure Lancashire a 4-wicket win in the northeast in that first block of T20 fixtures. So another relatively low-scoring run chase for Lancashire against Durham this time around. Sultan Jennings heading out to open the batting. Durham in their yellow shirts. drifting out from the pavilion as well. England, by the way, have lost their 9th wicket. They are 9 down, 185 for 9. England, a reminder that both sides scored 387 in their first innings. So whatever England finish on, the run chase will be +1. So we've got that final wicket partnership, Jofra Archer and Shoaib Bashir out in the middle for England. 185 for 9 in the Test match at Lord's. Here at Emirates Old Trafford, we're going to have some spin, aren't we, to get things underway. Callum Parkinson for Durham to open up the bowling from the James Anderson end. With his left arm spin, Salt is on strike. Here comes Parkinson for Durham. In and balls, a lovely delivery to begin with to Salt. And that goes through to the keeper. And there is no run. 156 to win for Lancashire Lightning. First v second in the North Group. Winners going top. It's off the back foot and hit away by Salt for the first runs of the chase. Out through wide mid-off for 2. Salt gets up and running, as indeed the Lancashire Lightning.
And so for Durham, get Parkinson on. Can you get away with 1 over and make it into a 19 over chase?
2 off the second ball of the first over. And balls to Salt. Trying to find a gap through the leg side. Picks out Jimmy Neesham just at backward square leg.
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fielders inside the circle offside, so he's going to fire it in round about leg stump.
In comes Callum Parkinson, bowls again. Was fired in by Parkinson, hit back towards him by Phil Salt, no run.
So what Phil Salt wants to do is to give himself a little bit of leg side room to get him over. Extra cover point, get him over these 5 fielders. But he'll bowl it so quickly from wide of the crease.
Parkinson to Salt. Oh, he's bowled him. He's got one to sneak through. And Callum Parkinson for Durham with an early breakthrough and a key wicket of Phil Salt as well. Lancashire Lightning 2 for 1 in the first.
Well, that's a terrific start for Durham. Absolutely brilliant. Danger player, kingpin player, Phil Salt. You start up with a left arm spinner, maybe for 1 over. And it's a beauty, an absolute beauty. It just spins enough. It's exactly what we were talking about, from wide of the crease, fired in at leg stump, and it's held. It's pitched and it's held and it's hit leg stump. 1's gone, 1 comes in. Joss Butler. Perfect start for Durham. You just think, well, I'll get the spinner on and keep it tight, fire it in, try not to go for any boundaries, and we'll change it into a 19 over chase. He gets a main player out. So now a captain thinks, right, do I bowl him another? He's supposed to only bowl 1, and I'm going to bowl my seamers now. Brand new ball. Joss Butler.
Slip in place as well.
Slipping.
Colin Ackerman has settled in at slip. Butler going through his little routine, stretching and taking guard, and a little twirl of the bat. Looking out towards the leg side, deep mid wicket. There's a long off as well. Final ball of the first over. Super start for Callum Parkinson. In and balls to Butler. It's a lovely ball to end what has been an excellent first over. That beats Butler through into the gloves of the wicketkeeper Ollie Robinson. Super 6 balls that from Callum Parkinson. 2 for 1 Lancashire.
Well, he's ripped another. The delivery to Salt, pitched leg stump and hit leg stump from around the wicket. So you might think, well, it's gone straight. No, it's spun, it's pitched and spun and hit leg stump. Has he gone past the outside edge there, a Butler? He's missed it anyway.
Missed it, yeah.
Yeah, on a defensive shot, and now Matt Potts. England bowler, good bowler. I don't think there'll be a slip in. I think they'll go a little bit defensive. Yeah, deep backward square leg, deep backward point to the 2 fielders outside the circle.
2 for 1 Lancashire, 1 over in to the run chase. 156 is the target. There's Potts for Durham. And Jennings on strike. Potts right arm over balls. Cracked away by Jennings. Bounce out towards Clark, who's inside the circle at cover. And there's no run.
And Jennings is a former Durham man. Michael Jones, former Durham. Callum Parkinson, twin brother of Matt Parkinson, former Lancs.
Jennings on naught. Lancashire's captain is Potts. He comes bustling his way back in from the Brian Statham end. Balls to Jennings, carved away down towards deep backward point. Single for Jennings, his first run of the afternoon. Lancashire 3 for 1 in the second over. Does Callum Parkinson get another, do you think?
That's what the captain will be thinking. The plan would be, if we've seen it time and time again, get an over a spin, get one out of the way, and then get your seamers on. Well, he just spun it. He spun it.
Spun it pretty quickly. Three for 1. Butler's on strike. There's Potts. In and balls to Butler. Off the front foot. Punches the ball into the offside. 3 Durham fielders inside the circle on the offside. It was stopped by one and picked up by another. Clark in the end picking up the ball as Nathan Souter got low down to his left to field it.
There's another spinner, Souter.
It's a pretty handy record against Lancashire too, Nathan Souter. T20 games both here and at Chester Street. Potts in, driven by Butler. Another tumbling stop by Souter again, and there's no run. Butler walks away and looks toward the toe end of his bat.
It is right at the bottom. It's a good ball in Matt Potts. Lovely run up, good action. Quick enough. About 85, around about 85.
Turns and, well, he sets off and the umpire says, I'm afraid you have to go back, there's something just distracting Joss Butler behind the bowler. Potts loops back round to his mark and he's in once more. Lancashire 3 for 1. Butler on naught, Potts in, balls, Butler goes high, leg side, it's in the air, out toward deep mid wicket, will land safe. And Butler comes back for 2 for his first runs. Lancashire move on to 5 for 1.
Well, these England lads like a bit of golf, and that's a sand iron. Lobbed it straight up in the air into a wide open space at deep mid wicket. It almost plugged. It would have plugged if it had been damp out there. That would have plugged.
One ball left of Potts' first over. 3 coming off it so far. So a super start by Potts in to complete it. Balls to Butler. And Butler looking to try and ramp it. Again, the ball goes through to the keeper. That's the end of the over. Dot to finish it. 2 gone. Lancashire Lightning off 5 for 1, chasing 156 to win the game.
You can see these ramp shots coming, can't you? I mean, as soon as the field's set, that you've got short third man and short fine leg, it's going through the mind that if I can get into a position that you just tap it, don't you? Just tip it over the keeper. We've seen it lots. So to combat that, if a bowler runs in normal pace and then takes the pace off, it's such a difficult shot to play. You need pace on it. He's on. They're bringing him on.
Surprised.
Yeah, Callum Parkinson.
It's a beauty of a first over. Beating Butler with 1, getting Salt with 1. 5 for 1. Here's Parkinson in and bowling. And Jennings from the full toss clubs it down the ground for 4. And Lancashire moved to 9 for 1 at the start of the third over.
I wonder if the captain were thinking that if Jennings is on strike, not Parkinson, the right-hander's on strike, Parkinson. So Jennings is on strike and he's hitting straight down the ground. Because the 2 outfielders are at deep mid-wicket and deep backward square leg. It can go again.
Parkinson's left arm spin over the wicket to Jennings. That just dropped into the onside. And he'll jog through for a single. Moves to 6. Lancashire Lightning at 10 for 1.
Well, this is who he wants to bowl at. Joss Butler. A little bit of spin. Umpires on their case already, Durham. Keep the ball up, don't throw it on the bounce.
Parkinson to Butler, goes on the reverse, Joss Butler, and goes for 6 as well. 16 for 1, Butler moves to 8.
Well, that's reached the boundary in a flash, and one of the flag wavers has caught that one bounce and thrown it in. Fabulous.
16 for 1, Parkinson to Butler. Let's play back to Callum Parkinson, and he goes leaping low down to his right to try and stop it. No run.
And he's dropped deep long off now.
Into Butler from around the wicket. Butler goes on the reverse again. Parkinson asking politely about the LBW, but only for a few seconds.
Yeah, there were 5 in the circle on the offside, and now he's dropped mid-off right back to the boundary. And there's a deep mid-wicket, the 2 outfielders.
Parkinson in. Well, it'll be wide. Oh, and it's gone through the keeper's gloves as well. Heading down towards the boundary. Will it reach the rope? Oh, it does. Graham Clark trying to catch up with it, frantically trying to catch up with it and flick the ball back in. It's gone for wides. It's gone for 4 of them. 21 for 1.
How did he get for that? 5? 4 wides plus 1?
Plus the... Yeah. Confusing myself then.
No, I never knew.
Then comes Parkinson, balls again, and then Butler off the front foot will push it through mid-off for a single.
I never knew that when I was umpiring. How is that then? It's wide and then it's gone. And then overthrows as well. That was an absolute killer. Overthrow. They've run 2, 2.5. Did they cross? Have they touched down? Oh, it's gone for 4. 7? Give him 7.
22 for 1. 3 overs gone. A cloudy day now at Old Trafford, but warm enough. Plenty of shorts and t-shirts. Plenty of families inside the ground too. It's a good crowd. Lancashire chasing 1-5-6 to win. Here's Potts in and balls, shuffling forwards. Butler drives it to mid-on, and then Alex Lees, captain, doing his best to try and run Butler out. Shy at the stumps at the bowler's end.
Quick is Butler. Quick on his feet. One of those shots that you play on the move. Lees is right on the edge of the circles. He doesn't look to be the most mobile. Get one.
23 for 1. 33 required. Spotted something, or just Butler spotted something, I think.
Piece of paper.
Hands it to umpire Neil Pratt. It's Potts. Balls to Jennings, who's shuffled right across the stumps in the end, just deflects it out towards backward point for a single.
Again, it's that ramp shot. They just think it's on. The bowler followed him again. I suppose you've got to move as late as possible, but it is premeditated, so you've got to get in position. And the quality of the bowlers, we saw it from Lancs, they're following the batter. Luke Wood, Jimmy Anderson, and now Matt Potts.
2 off the first 2 balls. Potts bounces in again, balls to Butler, work to the leg side.
2.
Gets underneath short mid-wicket. Butler hurries back for the second. And moves to 12. 26 for 1 in the 4th. Butler 12 from 11. The second over on the spin. Oh, what's Lanky doing here?
He's having a race with that fielder on the boundary. Racing giraffe.
Warming up for finals day. The mascot race.
Oh, don't. Oh, no, I'm not involved in that now, am I?
Still have nightmares about that.
I do.
26 for 1. It's Potts to Butler. Butler steps to leg side, and that's clipped away out towards deep backward square leg. And
no.
Jennings wanted to come back. They decide against it. Throw comes in.
Oh. Sorry. Carried away there doing the calling.
He's been put off by Lanky, I think.
I've been put off by T20 finals day. I've no idea what they were doing. them animals or them costumes. Nuts the squirrel, somebody the dragon.
Potts in to Jennings. Jennings swings and misses, and through to Robinson, and there's no run.
2 bears from Warwickshire. A Spitfire. Not an aeroplane. How can it? I mean, it's not an animal, is it? An aeroplane. Spitfire.
Oh, that'll be Kent. That was,
Yeah. Shark, Sid the Shark. I remember him. Or her.
.27 for 1. 1 ball left of the 4th over. Been good by Potts. 2 on the spin in this power play. He's in to Keaton Jennings. Again, Jennings swings and misses. And it sneaks through to the keeper, Ollie Robinson. Good over by Matthew Potts. 4 gone. 27 for 1, Lancashire Lightning. Chasing 156 to win.
Yeah, it's a good over that from Matt Potts. 2 overs, none for 8. Callum Parkinson, 2 overs, 1 for 19. So there will be a change of bowling. Who's this? Jimmy Neeson.
Yeah.
And just medium pace and a bit of a box of tricks here. I should think he'll change the pace. Quite a wily bowler.
It's one of the great Corton bowls I've seen involving Jimmy Neesham in the reverse fixture between these two sides at Chesley Street in the first block of T20 fixtures. It did for Josh Bohannon. He absolutely hammered it back down the ground, Bohannon, off Neesham's bowling, stuck out his right hand and took a catch. It's outrageous from Neesham. He's into the attack for the first time today. 27 for 1. Bowls to Butler's off the front foot. Half a step forward and just drops it into the offside. Clark is at backward point to field and there's no run.
I should think he'll bowl a lot of slower deliveries. He saw the way that Lancashire bowled at the end. He's a clever bowler, Neeson. Likes a bit of fun as well.
Goes wandering back to his bowling mark with the pavilion behind him. Flag's blowing pretty firmly now in the breeze. Across the ground into Neesham's left-hand side. Butler down the pitch, swats it out towards the leg side. It's in the air and just beyond the reach of the fielder. In fact, they'll come back for 2. In fact, they'll make it for 3.
Well, 2 converging. It's into deep mid-wicket, into that cow corner. We're in the power play, so there's no fielder there, but it's very high. They do well to get 3 there. The fielder parried it and fell over, didn't he? Allowed them to get back for an extra 1.
Yeah, Potts in the end kind of pushing it further away out towards the boundary rope. He's in the air for a moment and Butler may have been fearing the worst, but they're beyond the reach of Potts. So 30 for 1. Neesham sets off with Jennings on strike. He's 7 not out. Neesham in, bowls to Jennings. It's worked out towards the leg side, out towards wide mid-on. Jennings moves on to 8. 31 for 1.
He's lucky there, Jennings. Gets a thick inside edge. There's a mid-wicket and a mid-on. It's in the air, but nowhere near the pair of them. It just reaches the circle.
.31 for 1, halfway through the 5th. Deep mid-wicket, deep backward square leg. Out by the boundary. Everybody else inside the circle as we're still in the power play. 5 on the offside, 2 on the leg side. Here's Neesham. Bowls to Butler, drives away towards Lanky for 4 runs. Nice piece of fielding too by Lanky. Cool as you like. 35 for 1.
Do you know, he got down there in the long barrier position, as you're taught in every manual, MCC coaching manual, and the giraffe got down in the long barrier. There we are. Surprised he didn't eat it.
Neesham to Butler, it's short and he's pulled it behind square on the leg side for a single. Butler moves to 21 not out. 36 for 1.
The best mascot I know is at York City Football Club, Yorkie the Lion. Now it's worth the entrance money just to watch him. He is hilarious. He won't mind me saying it because he's a mate. He's a little tubby chap. His dance moves, you've never seen anything like it.
Final ball of the 5th. Nisha into Butler, who's taking a step down the pitch and swatting it back from where it came from. It's just a one run. Alex Lees tumbles away to his right at mid onto field. It's the end of the over. 5 overs gone. 37 for 1. With 1 over left of the power play for Lancashire Lightning.
It's going to be a good game, is this? You can just tell that Keaton Jennings isn't timing it. He's getting thick inside edges. I think they're about level after 5 overs. That was about it. 37 in the power play. Be Matt Potts again, so he's going to bowl 3 up front.
Bringing news from the Test match in a moment or two as Potts does come in for his 3rd over. Balls to Jennings. That's clubbed down the ground towards long off. 1 bounce, just about missing Luke, the photographer, and it's gone for 4 for Jennings. He moves to 13, 41 for 1. News from that Test match is England have been bowled out for 192. India set 193 to win.
Game on. Pitch just playing 1 or 2 tricks. I think Washington Sundar's got wickets. That's a spinner, the 2nd spinner.
Potts to Jennings. It's wide. He goes after it, Jennings. Got the bounce and the carry through to the keeper. No run. Set down with a bit of intent from Potts.
I was going to say that has sailed through to the keeper. He's took it one-handed, high above his head. 190 what? 191, 192 to win England. India.
Yeah, 193.
Yeah,
and Washington Sundar 4 for 22.
Yeah, thought he had.
Potts to Jennings. It's bouncing up towards Lees at mid-off for a single.
Hour and a half to play in the Test match. That'll be about 6 overs, I should think.
Well, there'll be a massage in there, won't there?
Bound to be.
Some soothing music.
I'll tell you, some rose petals thrown about.
.42 for 1, halfway through the 6th over. Butler 21 not out, back on strike. There's Matty Potts for Durham. Balls to Butler. Oh, Butler up towards Lees. Oh, it's a great catch by Lees. Butler has to go. Goes for 21. Looking for the pull shot. Doesn't get a hold of it. And Lees with an excellent diving catch. 42 for 2 now.
An excellent bowling. Matt Potts, good captaincy to keep him on. He's banged it in there. He's banged a couple in. We mentioned the one that sailed through to the keeper. Ball's a really good bouncer. And Alex Lees at mid-on makes great ground, diving right by his ankles. Diving forward, such a difficult chance. Very important catch. Gets rid of Butler. And Luke Wells comes in. 42 for 2 in the 6th. 2 big players out, Salt and Butler.
He's done well there, Lees, hasn't he, to get to it, get fingers underneath it. Great effort by the Durham captain. Even more sweeter because it's Butler who he's managed to prize out. First wicket for Matthew Potts. 42 for 2. 2 balls left of the power play. Luke Wells joining Keaton Jennings. Salt's gone, Butler's gone. Here's Potts. Potts to Wells. Off the back foot.
Sure.
Cracks it away through the offside. Picked up on the point boundary by Casey Aldridge. Wells gets 1. 43 for 2.
Good game, this. Just think of the little passages when Durham were playing, just at the end there, that 6 and a 4 that Potts hit.
Final ball of the 6 over. Potts to Jennings. That's 4 down the ground, slapped by Keaton Jennings through straight mid-off for 4 runs. End of the 6th over. 47 for 2, Lancashire Lightning. Good over for Durham because they've found the wicket of Joss Butler, but it ends with a boundary 4 for the Lancashire captain.
And the way that he slaps that through mid-off, he's such a tall batter. He stands tall in the crease and takes it on top of its bounce. Matt Potts will be thinking, well, there's nothing wrong with that delivery. He just stood tall, took it on top of the bounce, hit it straight back where it's come from.
6 overs gone. 42 for 6. We'll bring one ball in. Sorry, both their levers have a little break and bring Paul Shaw in. Some spin from the James Anderson, and it will be Colin Ackerman coming into the attack. Ackerman bowls, and Wells off the back foot is able to work it away through the offside for a single. Moves to 2, 48 for 2. We're in the 7th over. Former Lancashire Thunder head coach Paul Shaw is alongside me.
Good afternoon, Scott.
Good afternoon.
It's just clouded over a little, hasn't it? And we've got a fairly strong breeze blowing across the ground here from like the hotel end, blowing across to the temporary stand. It's normally the other way around, as I recall, isn't it? So what impact that has on swing and spin will be interesting to see. But I think we have an interesting game on his hands, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I think you have. It's Ackerman to Jennings. Jennings bends his knees and cuts the ball away through the offside. Racing out towards the point boundary, but Graham Clark's quicker across the ground to field. Jennings gets a single. He moves to 19, 49 for 2.
I think it's still a really good cricket pitch. Fair to batters, fair to bowlers as such. So it's, I think, a good pitch, but it's certainly not the same pitch as it was on Friday evening.
Because on the reverse, Luke Wells can't get it past the infield. No run.
You know, well, the ball come on nicely, didn't it? And you know, nearly 250 runs. 500 runs were scored on Friday evening, wasn't it? But this one's just sticking in the pitch and just spinning a little bit as well. So more of a challenge in that middle order for the Lancashire batters.
Wells off the front foot, pushing the ball away to the offside, but for no run. It's amazing, isn't it? And a couple of days later, and a completely different feel to the T20 match. Ackerman to Wells, a bit of bounce there. And he gets on top of the bounce, Wells, and plays a nice shot. It's cracked away through extra cover, and they'll come back successfully for 2. Wells moves to 4. And that brings up the 50 as well for Lancashire Lightning. 51 for 2. And Wells on 4. 1 ball left of the 7th. 12's a bat, Luke Wells. Taps it a couple of times, waits for Colin Ackerman, who's around the wicket and bowling, and Wells plays forward and is beaten. Through to the keeper. No run. End of the 7th over. 51 for 2. Yeah, runs and boundaries all over the place on Friday evening. It was carnage in the Roses fixture. But it's a slightly more subtle game of T20 cricket today.
It is, and you know, teams are having to play really smart cricket. You know, hit the corners, run for 2s. All of a sudden we've seen more 1s, we've seen more 2s, because it's not as easy to strike, is it, unless it's absolutely in the slot for you. So I don't mind at all a wicket like this, where batters have got to think themselves through the innings, go through the gears, work out what's good percentage cricket on a pitch like this. And likewise, from a bowling perspective, you'll get good rewards, really, for bowling really good areas. So from that perspective, also Durham, if they'd be thinking, we get another wicket here, that might bring 2. All of a sudden we've got Lancashire 4 or 5 down, and they're in a sticky patch.
Nathan Souter from the Brian Statham end. Oh, it's a lovely ball. It beats Jennings.
He's certainly a danger, Souter. I think he's been a good performer for some time, and every now and then just slides one through when you're thinking about playing for the spin, and then when you're thinking about playing for the straight one, he spins it back into the left-hander. I think he's a lovely little bowler. Could be a handful on here.
Yeah, he's had success here in the past as well for Durham against Lancashire. Bouncing from right foot to left at the minute. Feet apart, just waiting for Jennings to settle into his crease. Here's Souter in, bowls. Jennings off the back foot. That's cut out through the offside. And he'll take a single. Lancashire captain moves on to 20, 52 for 2.
And the Lancashire batters on the other hand will be thinking, okay, we need 104 off 76. Let's not do anything daft here. Let's knock this ball around, hit the pockets, run hard. But actually anything that's anywhere near the length we can strike, then let's throw the kitchen sink at it. That's how they'll be thinking.
52 for 2. Wells waits, outer in, balls, like Wells goes high, goes big, goes down the ground for 6. Watch out in the Lancashire dressing room, it's heading your way. Players diving all over the shop.
And that's exactly what we were just talking about. Anything that's anywhere near the slot. And watch this, it's the kitchen sink. And everything else that's in the kitchen cupboards, everything's gone at that. But the key here is he's picked the length really quickly. It's in his slot, good base, lovely flow of the bat. He hits the ball straight down the ground, and he's hit that a long, long way.
Out to balls to Wells, who goes again, leg side, 6 more, it's heading towards the upper tier. Oh, it is, he's reached the upper tier of the stand away to our left. Back-to-back 6s for Wells, who says, what's the issue on this pitch? He's absolutely fine. 64 for 2, Wells to 16.
And he's thinking, I've heard a little bit about this soldier, and he's bowled against me a number of times. Well, today, he's not getting the chance to get into his areas. Look at that. He's not going to let the leg spinner settle at all. That's another great shot. Back-to-back boundaries, and not just boundaries, big, big, big boundaries, Scott.
In the upper tier, in the Lancashire balcony. He's had his teammates diving for cover. He's had supporters trying to dive for cover. Wells on to 16. He plays 4 and the ball just slides on past the edge of the bat into the gloves of Ollie Robinson. And there's no run.
Tell you what though, they are big blows, aren't they?
They are big hits. He has given that the full bosh. 64 for 2. Souter balls to Wells off the back foot. And it's punched through mid-off for a single. End of the 8th over, 65 for 2. I noticed all the Lancashire players on the balcony there. Well, they're all ducking for cover, weren't they? Get out of the way of this one.
No one wanted to catch it.
No one's catching that.
The interesting thing here, we know that Sota's been a crafty bowler for a number of years and highly skilled leg spinner, but of course he's bowling at the left-handers. What that means is the ball that spins just spins back into the left-hander, which enables Jennings and Wells in this instance, one to go down the ground, but also to target the leg side boundary here. So,
Callum Parkinson returns to Wells, who goes for 6 out towards the leg side. Has he got enough? No, he's taken out on the deep mid-wicket boundary. And it's 65 for 3. Wells departs for 17, going for a big hit out towards the leg side. And Casey Aldridge takes the catch. Sorry, Matthew Potts takes the catch.
Yeah, and when he makes contact with that, it looks as though he's going to clear that boundary, doesn't it? But we were talking just a few minutes ago about the breeze, the strong breeze blowing across the ground the other way, and actually that ball just holds up in the breeze. Potts comes round, takes the catch quite comfortably just inside the boundary rope. If he'd have hit that ball to the other side, that would have carried the boundary by about 10 foot with the breeze, but he's hit into the breeze. So that's another big wicket for Durham, 65 for 3, and that brings to the crease Ashton Turner, and played a lot of T20 games. Big history in the game, certainly in Western Australia. Good cricketer, and he'll certainly be needed today as well with his experience. Hopefully him and Jennings can put a partnership together to get Lancashire over the line.
I had a lovely stat about Luke Wells and hitting 6s, and had he cleared the rope, that would have been wonderfully timed, but unfortunately
he didn't.
At 65 for 3, Ashton Turner is the new batter. But I'll say it anyway because I've got it in front of me. Parkinson 2 for 19 now, as Turner waits for Parkinson, who's in and bowling. That's just pushed into the offside for 1 run. 66 for 3. On the list of most 6s hit in a T20 season for Lancashire, Luke Wells, coming into this game, was 3rd on the list, having hit 19 6s this season in T20 cricket. Only 2 players above him. He hit 2 6s in that little cameo of 17, which means he's gone level with second place Daryl Mitchell. Only 1 Lancashire players. Parkinson's into Jennings, looks to sweep, but for no run. Only one player's hit more sixes in a T20 season for Lancashire than Luke Wells, and that is Tim David, who hit 27 sixes in the 2022 season. There we go. 66 for 3, 90 to win. Parkinson bowls, and that's pulled out towards the leg side by Jennings. Out to deep mid-wicket. Jimmy Neesham's out there on the boundary. Jennings moves to 21.
You see, in this phase of play, two left-handers, I'd still be going with spin, but I'd be thinking Ackerman. The off-spinner spinning the ball away from the left-hand batters. That might be a decent option. Or certainly the one left-hander that's still there.
This is Turner, who drives it out towards the offside for a single.
So I'd be thinking if Jennings is on strike, then I need to spin the ball away from him. Hit the ball out of his ball striking arc. Certainly.
Parkinson to Jennings. That's swept. That'll be 4. That's a lovely shot by Keaton Jennings. He moves to 25, 72 for 3 now.
This is a challenge, isn't it? The ball spinning back into Jennings in his strong area. He's square on the leg side. But he plays this beautifully, to be fair. It's all in the stride and the base. Really good stride, strong base. He gets his head right over the ball, which gives him both power and control. So that's a beautiful shot. Jennings moves on to 25 off 19. He scores 72 for 3.
Plenty of kids in today. Some in fancy dress as well.
That's why he's got my shirt. That's why I've come in a more dressed down one today.
You should have worn one of those hats. What you should be wearing. An orange bucket hat. 72 for 3. 9 overs gone. 84 to win. 66 balls to do it. Turner's on strike. Here's Casey Aldridge for the first time. And he's in and bowling full and wide and pushed away by Turner. And there's no run. Getting his chance to play some cricket with Durham. Casey Aldridge on loan from Somerset. Turns and sets off again. Tall, fast bowler. He was coming in, but wasn't quite ready. Or at least something didn't feel quite right, and he just pulls away at the last moment and very politely holds out an apologetic hand towards the umpire and the batter. Sorry about that. Just wasn't quite ready. 72 for 3. Tries again. Here's Aldridge. Right arm over, bowls off the back foot by Turner. It's a lovely shot. Cut away for 4. Turner moves to 6. 76 for 3.
Beautifully timed away. The key to this is Turner just picks up the length very, very quickly, makes a good decision, rocks back and times that ball beautifully backward a point for 4 runs. You can see here on the replay, just rocks back, times the ball away beautifully. Backward a point, no problem.
76 for 3. Aldridge bowls, runs it down to third man. Chase on here for Parkinson. Will it beat Parkinson? It does. And he's played that very nicely, Ashton Turner, to move into double figures now with that. He moves to 10, 80 for 3.
Yeah, how the game can change quite quickly, and it does change quickly in T20 cricket. 2 boundaries there, gets Turner moving, and just plays this one behind square. Is very aware of what he's doing, works it behind square for 4 runs, and the score moves on to 80 for 3. 76 off 63 required.
Aldridge to Turner, just trying to find that gap again through backward point, and a wide third. Graham Clark this time for Durham Fields. And there's no run.
So reminder that the target's 156, and the current run rate is 8.28. So there's been a slight acceleration with those boundaries in the last couple of overs. Run rate required 7.35.
Aldridge in, balls short to Turner, pulled out towards the leg side. Matthew Potts comes galloping up from the deep mid-wicket boundary in double quick time to make sure there wasn't an extra run there. Just a single. Turner moves to 11, 81 for 3. Brings Jennings back on strike. He's 25 not out. Lancashire have lost Salton, Butler and Wells. And got the captain Keaton Jennings, Ashton Turner alongside him with Michael Jones and Chris Green and Jack Blatherwick, Luke Wood, Tom Hartley and Jimmy Anderson if required to come. 75 more needed. That's worked away off the pads by Jennings. He'll want 2. He comes back towards the keeper's end. And in the end, he's managed to get 2 pretty comfortably, but it looked like it might be tight when he turned. End of the 10th over. Halfway point. 83 for 3. Lancashire Lightning needing 73 to win. 60 balls to do it.
We've got the old dance cam on. There's 1 or 2 dancing in the crowd there. It's got 1 or 2 like this tune.
1 or 2 like those shirts as well. Look at those. Fancy shirts, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Got 1 or 2 there across in the hotel. Looks like enjoying a liquid refreshment whilst boogieing away. Enjoying the cricket, the afternoon's cricket.
A bit of sit-down dancing then. Well, they weren't getting up and dancing, those 2 on the balcony, were they? They were remaining seated.
Have they got a late checkout or an early check-in?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I'm not sure. If it's a late checkout, maybe they just lock the door and just refusing to leave until the cricket's finished. Jimmy Neesham from the Anderson end, in and balls to Turner. That's worked out towards the leg side. It'll flick out towards mid-wicket for 1.
Experienced cricketer, Jimmy Neesham, isn't he? And he'll have been looking at this pitch. I think his second over is in this game. He'll be, I think, bowling variations, taking pace off, slipping the odd one through, the odd shorter ball. But I would think that's what he'll be doing, just to try and get a miscue from Jennings or Turner.
Neesham with Jennings waiting, in and balls.
Slower ball bouncer.
And it was pulled. Kind of sat there waiting for it, didn't he, Jennings, and pulls it out to mid-wicket for 1. Jennings to 28 not out. 85 for 3. He's been busy, Matthew Potts. He's been doing a pretty good job, hasn't he, for Durham out there in the deep?
He has. He's been batting, he's been bowling, and he's been catching pigeons, hasn't he? Took one at deep mid-wicket, didn't he?
He did. To get rid of. And that's pushed up towards the offside for a single. And score moves on to 86 for 3. It was runs aplenty on Friday evening, but it's it could be a bit of a slow burner. This it could be a close, low-scoring run chase.
Well, Lancs have got the nose just ahead here, requiring 70 off 57. But if Neesham's able just to get a wicket here, new batter at the crease, maybe get another wicket, all of a sudden the game's in the balance again. It could be a tight one, couldn't it?
It could. Neesham over the wicket, balls again to Jennings. It's driven to mid-off and there's no run.
It's good bowling, isn't it, again? So his last 3 balls, he's bowled a slower ball bouncer to Jennings, then he's bowled a quick back of a length ball to Ashton, and now he's just bowled a slower ball, just gripping into the pitch, making it difficult for Jennings to strike. So both batters have found it really difficult to line him up here. He's showing his experience here. You often get one up a chimney at this point, so fingers crossed that doesn't happen for all you Lancastrians.
Neesham from around the wicket to Jennings.
Or down the ground.
He's hit that past Jimmy Neesham, almost takes him out. Up towards the boundary, it's straight, long off for 4 runs. 90 for 3 now.
Yeah, and that's really well played from Jennings, showing all his experience, getting through those 2 or 3 deliveries, picking the length, coming down the ground, attacking the ball, and using his body and his hands to go through the line of the ball, getting the momentum down the pitch, and times that ball beautifully for 4 runs towards the historic Old Pavilion here at Emirates Old Trafford.
Final ball of the over. Neesham to Jennings, slow ball bouncer again, which Jennings controls on the pull down towards deep backwards square leg, and goes through for 1 and keeps the strike as well. 11 overs gone live from Old Trafford on the BBC Sport website and app, across BBC Lancashire, live on Lancs TV as well. The flags were fluttering on the roof of the pavilion in the opposite direction to what you normally get. We saw Luke Wood bowling the 2nd over of the match from the Anderson end rather than the first from the Statham end, which we saw on Friday. That wind switching direction, maybe a factor in that?
Absolutely, definitely is, because you're on ball striking into the wind in your last over of your innings as such.
Souter, flat and quick to start the next over, and hammered away by Jennings. One bounce to Alex Lees. That went in the blink of an eye to the Durham skipper. He got everything in behind it to make sure it didn't go past him. Goodness me, he cracked that pretty firmly to Keaton Jennings. Souter balls again to Jennings. Again, Jennings can't find a gap. Bouncing its way out towards the edge of the circle. Feel that extra cover. A couple of dot balls to start the 12th over. 65 to win, 52 balls left. Jennings on 33. Souter, a little shuffle from side to side. In and bowls. Jennings hits it down the ground over the top of Ashton Turner down towards the boundary below as Jimmy Neesham coming round to field. Jennings comes back for... Oh, no, just a single. Just one. Neesham with a throw in. It's 1 to Jennings, moves to 34. 92 for 3. Brings Ashton Turner back on strike. Little change to the field there. Fielder on the point boundary, just going a little behind square, just a fraction behind square on that point boundary. 2 on the leg side boundary, deep backward square leg, deep mid wicket. Off the back foot by Ashton Turner, and he takes 1 through mid on. Neesham comes up again to field. Turner moves to 14, 93 for 3.
63 required, just 50 balls for Lancashire Lightning.
And their captain Jennings trying to marshal the run chase. Looking for more here, steps the leg side and hits it in the air out towards deep backward point. It's always Matthew Potts. Are there again? Jennings takes a single, 35 to him, 94 for 3. 1 ball remaining of the 12th over. Turner on 14. He's back on strike. Here's Souter. Just 3 off his over so far. That'll be 4 off the over because it's just a single to complete it. Very tidy stuff from Nathan Souter. 95 for 3. Lancashire Lightning, 61 required. 48 balls left. You like this one, Paul?
It's got a certain beat to it, hasn't it?
You play this one in Barnsley quite a bit?
Very rarely in Barnsley, actually. Okay. There we go. We've got the youngsters in the crowd enjoying the music, enjoying the tune. Got all the moves happening, all the moves. Family entertainment, not just the cricket, family entertainment. Got a film on later.
Callum Parkinson is a returning. And here he is from around the wicket, bowls to Turner. That's punched through to mid-off for a single. 96 for 3. Turner moves to 16, not out. India have lost a wicket in their run chase. 9 for 1. Set 193 to win in the Test match. Take a look at maybe some of the other North Group fixtures as well. There's another big game in the battle for these top 4 positions. Parkinson to Jennings, down the pitch, hits it firmly back over the umpire's head. And a bounce of 2 over the rope for 4. 100 up for Lancashire, 100 for 3.
Lovely shot from Jennings there. Very positive attitude. His intention here is one thing. I'm coming down the pitch. Gets to the bounce. Beautiful contact. Full body through the hat and hands through the ball. Beautiful shot.
Parkinson to Jennings. That's nudged out towards the leg side. And through for a single. 101 for 3. Jennings to 40 from 30 deliveries. 55 to win. 45 balls left. Turner back on strike. 16 not out. Parkinson from around the wicket balls, and Turner works
push
into the onside. Cry of 2 from the commentary box, and they'll come back and run 2 as the throw comes in. And it's received with a solid round of applause from the supporters too.
See, I really like that, mate, because it's the type of pitch that when it's in your slot you can put it away, but you've got to work hard on this pitch. And real smart cricket. Ashton Turner's an experienced, smart cricketer. He's seen the big gap. He's worked it for 2. I think really good cricket.
Parkinson to Turner. Squirts down towards short third man. Jimmy Neesham on the sweep, picks it up, throws in towards the stumps. They've managed to scuttle through for a single. Been a decent over this for Lancashire Lightning.
It has, for sure.
104 for 3. Jennings back on strike. 40 not out. 1 ball left of the 13th over. It's Callum Parkinson's left arm spin over the wicket. Jennings goes again down the ground. Picks out long on. And there's 1 run to end the over.
Just dragged that a little, hasn't it? Just dragged that. Well, yep, Lancashire in a good position, requiring 51 of 42 deliveries. And I'm just going to hand over smoothly to Bumble.
Excellent work. Thank you, Paul. 105 for 3. He's having a bit of a dance there in the commentary box. Sorry about that. Bumble's got a very fancy shirt on today. I'm liking the shirt. Very
It's
nice.
cool.
Lovely,
It's a
that.
cool shirt. I wonder whether he's gone cooler outside because there's plenty of cloud around. Suter again, leg spin to Jennings.
In and balls, and Jennings shuffling forward and working the ball out towards square leg for a single. 106 for 3. Just looking at the games elsewhere, so this is first against second in the North Group. It's third against fourth in the North Group as well. All 4 teams in the top 4 level on points.
28.
Bears against the Steelbacks is the other top of the table clash. So to bowls, muscled down the ground by Turner. Through for 1. So the Northamptonshire Steelbacks scoring 240 for 6.
Who's got them?
Britsky got runs. Vasconcelos, I think, got 50. I think David Willey got 50. The Bears, in reply, 110 for 4, halfway through the 11th. Souter reckons that's out, and it is indeed. Jennings has gone. Square leg umpire raises his finger, and Souter strikes. Lancashire lose their 4th wicket. The skipper's gone. Jennings for 42, 107 for 4.
That's changed it a bit. Going so well, Keaton Jennings there, 42 from 33. He fancies the leg spinner, looking to take him downtown, down the ground. I don't think he dragged out, I think he's already out, standing out of his crease, and he as soon as he missed it, he turned round and looked back. I don't think he's advanced down, you know. We might just be able to see this side on. Given out straight away. And I know the bowling side, fielding side, think it's no problem at all. But I don't think he advanced down the pitch. I think he's out. He's standing outside of his ground. Michael Jones is the new batter. Turner is on 20 from 15. It's 107 for 4. 49 to win from 39. 6 wickets in hand. It's a teaser.
It is, yes. Yes, we had a low-scoring, thrilling run chase in the reverse of these this fixture. In the first block of T20 games, Lancashire just sneaking over the line. Final ball of the match. Needed 1 to win, and they got it through Jack Blatherwick. Could be bubbling up for something similar again here. 107 for 4. Jones on strike. Souter in and bowls off the front foot. Michael Jones, and just nudges the ball away to mid-wicket. No run.
Yeah, nice leg spinner from Souter again.
This little routine at the top of his mark. He legs apart and bounces from right foot to left, and then he's in and bowling. And Jones hits it down the ground. It's in the air, and Neeshan's under it and takes the catch. And it's 2 in the over for Nathan Souter and for Durham, and Lancashire 5 down now. Jones departs for naught, 107 for 5.
Didn't see that coming. Got Turner going okay on 20 from 15. Michael Jones new to the crease, fancies clearing long on. There is a fielder there, he hits it straight to him. Game's changing. Just mention again, the top 4 teams are on 28 points. Durham are top, Lancashire are second. They're scrapping away at Durham. But the batters are fancying Souter. You see the 2 wickets there that Keaton Jennings is looking to hit him for 6. over long on, stumped. Michael Jones, I'll hit him over long on, caught. So Chris Green, dependable Chris Green. So with 2 Australians at the crease. Turner and Green.
And again, he's in the balance.
49 from 37, 5 wickets left.
2 runs off the over, 2 wickets in the over, 1 delivery to go. So here's Chris Green. And Souter in to complete the over, balls to Green. That's driven and gathered by Clark at cover inside the fielding circle. That's a terrific over by Nathan Souter. Couple of wickets, just a couple of runs. 14 overs gone, 6 left. 49 to win for Lancashire.
So his previous over must have gone for 18. He's just gone for 2 in that over, Souter. Picked up 2 wickets. This is one of them twitchy games. The batting side, loads of experience. 2 at the crease now. 2 international cricketers, Green and Turner. Who's going to bowl now? Is it Aldridge?
It is, yeah.
He bowled 1 over for 11.
He returns from the James Anderson end. Potts has got 1 left. Neesham's got 2 left. Souter's still got 1 left. Here is Aldridge. Oh. Balls. Oh, no ball. Beamer.
It's a slow delivery that slips, so they've got to go through this routine now. So it's a dangerous delivery. That's your first warning. And it's a free hit.
David Mills, the umpire at the Anderson end, just twirling his finger above his head to signal the free hit. It's wide and it's hammered out towards the offside by Ashton Turner, but it's picked up on the boundary by Matthew Potts. Fine work again by Potts. He saved some runs for Durham out there.
Do you know, there have been some cracking shots that have gone straight to the fielder.
110 for 5. 46 to win, 35 balls left. Green had a stellar day with the ball, picking up 3 for 15 from 4 overs. Looking to help Lancashire out with the bat. Aldridge set off, but Green wasn't quite ready, so he goes back to his mark and comes in again. Bowling to Green, it's wide and he goes after it, but it's too far wide and signalled a wide by the umpire.
Do you know the free hit? And Chris Green's at the non-striking end. When the free hit was called, he stood. He didn't stand in any sort of normal position. He went to mid-wicket to get out the way. You've got a free hit. You're just going to stand there. You can't be out. He stood way out at mid-wicket, out of the way.
Aldridge to Green, up and over extra cover, out towards the boundary. Potts has been great all afternoon, but he couldn't quite cut that off. It's gone for 4. It's a welcome boundary for Lancashire and for Green, 115 for 5.
Well, a cracking shot through cover. Matt Potts is in front of the hotel there and had a despairing dive. He's hit it so hard.
.41 off 34. Green off the mark with that. There's Aldridge back in, balls again to Green. Oh. Just beyond short third, down towards the boundary, and it's gone for 4 runs. Callum Parkinson doing his best to try and get fingertips on it. 4 instead for Green, 119 for 5 now, Lancashire.
Well, you'd think that's catchable. He dives away to his right, he's at short third, he's Callum Parkinson. It's a thick outside edge, but it's a flashing shot. Flew away for 4. He's diving through the air. Missed it.
37 to win from 33 balls. Here's Casey Aldridge for Durham. In, balls. Green goes after it. It was banged in just a little short and wide, but a perfectly good delivery. Albeit Green is staring back down the pitch.
It's like a boxing match, isn't it? You're landing a couple of blows and then there's a false shot as the bowler comes back with another punch. And another punch is a dot ball. A knockout punch is a wicket.
19 for 5. 2 to go of the 15th over. Fine leg comes up inside the circle as Aldridge comes in and bowls to Chris Green, who swings again, misses and through to the keeper. And there's another dot ball.
Slower, again slower delivery, full length, outside off stump. Alex Lees has dropped back to deep long off. Matty Potts is still patrolling that cover point boundary.
Final ball of the over. A couple of boundaries in it, and no ball on the wide, but dot balls to end it potentially. No, a single, at least off this final delivery. Swatted down the ground by Chris Green. Ashton Turner at the non-striker's end, hopping out the way of it. End of the over, 5 overs remaining, 30 balls left. It's 120 for 5, 36 required for Lancashire Lightning.
Both batters get together. I mentioned all the experience that they've got as international players. They've got a wonderful crowd in here. Big prize. Just 2 or 3 matches left. Lancashire have 3 matches left, including this. And you're looking for a home draw, home quarter-final, lucrative.
$120 for 5, 36 required, 30 balls left. There's Nathan Souter, his 4th and final over. 2 for 20. Balls, Green getting forward, thickish outside edge. It squirts out to Clark, and there's no run. Green remains on 9. Souter again bouncing from one foot to the other, rocking from side to side. Green just bends his knees, the keeper crouches down, he's in and bowling. That's driven straight, right past the stumps at the non-striker's end, all along the grass. Jimmy Neesham sweeping round to his left from long on to field. 1 for Green, he moves to 10, 121 for 5.
Do you know, and I think they're all leg spinners from Souter. Not seen him bowl a googly or anything out of the front of his hand. They seem to all be leg spin.
4 left of the day. Turner on 21. In comes Souter, balls to Turner. Worked out through the leg side. Up comes Casey Aldridge from the boundary. Single for Turner, 122 for 5 now.
He's got 2 for 21, the Souter.
He's got Green back on strike. Taking guard again. Chris Green just changing his guard. Here he is in and bowling to Green. They're thinking about one and they agree that there is a single there. It's just pushed back down the pitch. Beyond Souter's reach, he went low down to his right to try and stop it. Green moves to 11.
They've got to, right now, they've got to just keep ticking over. 3 singles from this, and that's good for Souter as well. Nice to get a boundary from these last 2 deliveries.
Can Turner find one? 22 not out. Taps the bat. Waits for Souter. Twirling in off the back foot, muscled away to the leg side. They might fancy 2 here.
Or just one. One.
Aldridge comes up quickly. Denies the chance of a second. 1, 2, 3 for 5.
And there's a mat, isn't there? That mat's obviously on the test pitch. Looks green, doesn't it? It won't be when it starts.
Final ball of the over. 32 needed, 25 balls left. Souter to Green. That wraps him on the pad, and he's asking umpire Neil Pratt, who shakes the head and says not out, but it's fine work from Nathan Souter with the ball for Durham today. 4 overs, 2 for 25. They've got 4 overs left. We're in for a great finish. 32 off 24 is the target.
They're absolutely neck and neck of these 2 teams, and there's a big prize. Running out of games. Got to get that home draw if you can in the quarter-final. Tom Jones belting out. We've had all sorts. There's some good stuff and some not so good, but a bit of Delilah, come on. Crowd are right into this, a bit of Delilah. He's still going strong, Tom Jones, 84, belting them out.
Jimmy Neesham. Over number 3 for him, only on for 18 from his first 2. Turner's on strike. Here's Neesham in the sunshine, balls to Turner. It's driven away out towards wide long off, And it's gone for 4 as well. Well, there was a chase on for Casey Aldridge trying to get across to that boundary and flick the ball back, but it just sneaks over the rope for 4.
And there's a couple of teapots out there. The captain, he's at extra cover. Bowler, a couple of teapots. Who are they teapotting? I can't be Aldridge. He's not going to get there.
It was a good effort just to try and even
I think
make
it's
up the
Lees who's a bit too square.
On 28 for 5, Neesham in, bowls to Turner. Oh, he's
no.
top-edged it. Keeper's underneath it, but the bowler wants it and takes it. Neesham off his own bowling, takes the catch. 4 for Turner, next delivery, out. Lancashire lose their 6, 128 for 6.
Twisting the game again. 28 to win from 23. Turner 27. Short ball from Jimmy Neesham. High into the air. Neesham takes the catch. Wicketkeeper was coming in as well. Neesham said, no, that's mine. I always think there might be a bit of a collision in things like this, but it's safe. They get together, they have a drink. Durham team. So who's next in? It might be Blatherwick, is it? Yeah, Jack Blatherwick. Hit a couple of sixes on Friday. There's still work to do here. Still think they're in with a sniff. A bit more than a sniff, Durham.
Yes, he helped narrow the defeat, really, in truth, for Lancashire on Friday evening, but it did help damage the net run rate, or limit the damage to their net run rate, where the Blatherwick came out and he made a quick fire 34 at the back end of the innings. It looked like being a big defeat for Lancashire on Friday. In the end, they got within 19 of Yorkshire's 236. Come down to net run rate, and Blatherwick did a decent job on Friday trying to help that out for Lancashire. He's now out there trying to help them to win. Here's Neesham to Blatherwick. He's in a bowling, slow ball, bouncer, and it's called a wide by umpire David Milnes.
It's a wide, looked across the square leg, and they worked in tandem there, the umpires. So bowl that again. Lancashire get a run. 27 from 22. Green's 11 from 10. He's a good player, is Blatherwick.
29 for 6. Neesham sets off with Blatherwick waiting. In and bowls to Blatherwick. Well, wraps him on the pad, he likes it, and he's got it. 2 in the over for Neesham. Blatherwick's gone LBW for naught. Lancashire lose a 7th, 129 for 7.
Oh, this is turning this game. I mentioned earlier, it's getting twitchy. It's just got a bit more twitchy. 7 down, 129 for 7. Dangerous Blatherwick. Oh, he wraps him on the knee roll and he's playing back. One that umpires really don't think twice about. But they'll keep coming. This should be Tom Hartley, I think.
Yep. So 4 off the first ball of the over. Wicket, the wide, a wicket. 3 balls left of the over. 21 balls left for Lancashire Lightning. 27 runs still required to win. Tom Hartley joining Chris Green. Terrific over from Jimmy Neesham. 2 for 23 now.
But experienced players, you should look at this, deep breath. Just take a deep breath and see it home. Gracious. And again, I talk about the experience of the batters. There's also Neesham. Real experience. Done it all before, seen it all before.
Going to come around the wicket to Hartley. In and balls. Hartley plays and misses. Slides through to the keeper. Ollie Robinson, dot ball. Leaving 20 left in the innings. 27 still required for Lancashire Lightning.
2 quick boundaries. Just to ease this situation.
Yes, it's getting a little twitchy. Great contest, though. Very different to Friday night. High-scoring game on Friday. Low-scoring thriller today. Neesham in, balls to Hartley, can't find a gap in the offside. Oh, and Green could have been run out in the end. They'll get a single. Throw goes in towards the bowler's end because Green was backing up, had to turn and dive back in. In the end, they managed to get 130 for 7.
Big gone there. The ball's hit out. Tom Hartley into cover. And he picks up and throws straight away. It's Alex Lees, isn't it? He's way out of his ground. Scramble through for a single. That might just be very vital.
Final ball of what has been an outstanding over from Jimmy Neesham, and he's still got one more up his sleeve. In and balls to Green. Can Green clear Lees? He does, just about. Up and over extra cover and out towards the boundary. A welcome four for Lancashire Lightning. 134 for 7. 22 to win from 18.
Oh, they needed that. They needed that boundary. Jimmy Neesham now, he's on his hands and knees. It crept over extra cover. He's a big unit, is Alex Lees. He's on the edge of the circle and it just went over his head. Skipped away over extra cover for 4. That's a big ball for Lancashire, is that? What is that now? 22 from 18. Who's on strike? Hartley. Hartley on strike? It is, yeah.
It is, yeah.
Who's going to bowl? Matty Potts, I should think. Is it?
It is.
It is Potts. How many has he got? He must only have one, surely. Yeah, this is his last. 3 overs, 1 for 18.
Yeah, Souter's bowled out, hasn't he? Finished 2 for 24, Nathan Souter. Callum Parkinson's bowled out, 4 overs, 2 for 36. Potts has got 1 left. Neesham's got 1 left. Here is Potts to Hartley. Cracked away through the offside towards the point boundary. Casey Aldridge is lurking out there for Durham. Single for Hartley, doubles his score. He moves to 2. 135 for 7.
That's a super shot from Tom Hartley. Square on the offside, but there's a fielder there. I mean, but fielding on both sides has been sharp. Some of the throws back in, like rockets.
Chris Green's on strike. He's peering over his shoulder, looking to that leg side boundary where the hotel is. Here's Potts over the wicket, bowls. It's short. He goes that leg side,
biggie.
And he's gone for 6. Green gets 6 to deep backward square leg, and everyone's up cheering that. 141 for 7, 15 to win from 16 balls.
That's damage. Bouncer tests him with a bouncer. He hits it perfectly. Thrilling hook shot, flat. There are 2 covers out there. It bounced on the covers. Missed the giraffe.
Did well to miss the giraffe.
He did.
He's having a dance in front of the hotel. Here's Potts back into Green. Goes full.
2.
Scampers 1.
2.
Comes back for 2. Oh! Throw comes into the bowler's end. Hartley was struggling for a minute. He's made it in the end. 143 for 7.
Oh, I mentioned that 6 was damage to Durham. You want to keep it tight. Single here, dot ball there. He hits it for 6, Chris Green. Then he takes a 2. That's what I think he's looking into that leg side, that if he dinks it into the leg side, he'll get 2.
13 to win, 15 balls left. Green on 23. Potts in, balls to Green. Green drives away, calls Hartley through for a single. 24 to Chris Green. A dozen more needed for Lancashire Lightning. 14 deliveries to get them.
Not over yet. 12 to win. 3 wickets. Don't want to lose one now.
Extra significance for Lancashire a win here because their final 2 group games are both away from home, including a trip to Yorkshire for the return Roses fixture on Thursday.
I might go to that.
I don't blame you. And then it's Notts on the Friday. Here's Potts in and bowls, driven by Hartley, can't find a gap. Lees is there at cover to field, no run. Dot ball.
It's that private affair, isn't it, the Roses? They've been out of sorts, Yorkshire, and they'd lost 7 before Friday night. But Johnny Bairstow, so dangerous. They've got some real good young players. I see a lot of them. They've lost 7.
There's Potts to Hartley, goes full. And it squirts through to the keeper. Green's halfway down, backing up. And there's no run. Well, there's a 6 in that over, then a couple of dots to end it. I mean, we're going down to the final 2 overs. 12 balls left and 12 to win, 144 for 7.
Jimmy Neeson to bowl one of the overs. So who bowls the last? Who bowls that last? Lancs have gone ahead on the worms that we can see on our screen. The Lancashire Lightning have gone ahead. Hey, Jude, he's belting out.
Well, Ackerman has got, well, he's only bowled 1 and Casey Aldridge has only bowled 2. The others have all bowled out now. Potts has bowled 4 overs, Parkinson's bowled 4 and South has bowled 4.
So he's got to find one, he's just got to take a punt. Jimmy Neeson, box of tricks.
Chris Green, 24 not out. 12 balls left, 12 to win. There's Neesham to Green. Green drives it out towards long off. Just for 1. Aldridge lurking there below the pavilion. Single for Green, 25 to him, 11 from 11. 145 for 7.
Tom Hartley just has a look round. I always look at where's fine leg and third man. Third man has dropped back to the boundary. 1, 2, 3. No, hang on. Yeah, 3 on the offside. Back with point covered mid-off. Short fine leg.
Hartley on 2, waiting for Jimmy Neesham. In from the Anderson end, balls. Hartley drives away, gets it through the gap, running out towards the boundaries, being urged on by the supporters, and it reaches the rope for 4. Takes it into single figures now for Lancashire Lightning, 7 to win from 10.
Again, so important there, Tom Hartley. Keep your nerve. And he threads it, drills it through extra cover.
Hartley moves on to 6. 7 more from 10 deliveries, 149 for 7. Neesham sets off again from the Anderson end. Hartley standing tall at the crease. Here comes Neesham in, bowls, and Hartley tries to flash it out towards the leg side. It's deflected down towards short fine leg. It's off a little perhaps bottom edge. It's worth 1 for Hartley. It takes Lancashire to within 1 hit of victory now. They need 6 more, 150 for 7.
What do they call that in franchise cricket? A maximum. Upsets everybody. It's a maximum. It's called a 6.
Well, that's what they need, 6 more. 9 balls remaining. Green's on strike. Neesham sets off. And he's in bowling to Chris Green. Green goes for 6. Leg side, it's 6 or out. It's 6 to win it. Green wins it for Lancashire. Walloped out to deep mid-wicket. And Lancashire see the game home. They win by 3 wickets, a crucial win in this top-of-the-table clash for Lancashire Lightning.
Well, that's been a superb game of T20 cricket. Fabulous for this crowd. Beautiful day here at Emirates Old Trafford. Top 2 slugging it out. They held the nerve. They got the experience. Chris Green has had a wonderful day with bat and ball. Overseas cricketer, he's been an absolute star for Lancashire Lightning this summer, and he loves it here. I think he hangs about round Didsbury. Tom Hartley as well, flashing one through extra cover. It's been nip and tuckers this game, but you've just got to hold your nerve. I think they've done that splendidly, Lancashire Lightning. After a reversal on Friday against the old enemy, 236, Johnny Bairstow irresistible. You come back strong, and I think they go top of the table.
They do. They go 4 points clear of Durham and move top of the table, with the Bears and the Steelbacks still playing each other at Edgbaston.
There's a bit of Sweet Caroline coming on here. Touching me, touching you, Sweet Caroline, bap, bap, bap. I'm going now anyway. So good, so good, so good.
Just in the nick of time, the DJ. I think you might have forgotten about it. Oh, hang on, we've not played it yet.
We've not played it yet. Yeah.
Better get it played before everyone goes home.
Am I done?
You're done.
Thank you.
Thank you, David. Excellent as ever. 156 for 7 is what Lancashire Lightning have finished up. And they've won this game by 3 wickets, chasing down that target of 156 to win. And Chris Green's 31 not out off 16 deliveries, 3 4s and 2 6s, and the last 6, his final 6, was the last shot of the match as he kind of walloped it out to the ground for 6 to win it for Lancashire Lightning. Our viewers on Lancs TV, we're going to hand you pitch side, and here's Fraser Dayton.
Yes, indeed. Cometh the hour. Cometh Chris Green once again. Well done, Greenie. What were your nerves like at the end there?
Oh, look, I was pretty confident. I thought the guys up top and through the middle got it to a pretty manageable rate, and then once I got a few away, I thought I was just going to have some fun and try and finish it off.
You put us through the ringer there with that 6 at the end, but that was fantastic. You must be really pleased with the batting performance.
Yeah, look, I think there's no secret we were disappointed with our last 2 games, and particularly the last game on Friday with such a good turnout. So to get a win, go back top of the table, and now it's a big push for a home quarter final with our next 2 games.
Durham made it really tough for you, didn't they?
Yeah, look, full credit to them. It was a tricky wicket. I thought we bowled well to restrict them, but on the flip side, they bowled really well and made it tough and took wickets all through the innings. But yeah, pretty stoked to get us home.
Great to get back to winning ways. Confidence was high anyway, but that'll really push everything up again, won't it?
Yeah, look, I don't think we were too far off the mark in those 2 defeats, and we had a lot of fun. There's so many positives from it, and it's a time to stop, reflect, and think about the stuff that you've been doing really well and apply it for today and going into our next 2 games as well.
2 final games, both away from home. How confident is everybody that a quarter-final is coming back to Emirates Old Trafford?
100%. That's the goal going into those 2. Win both. Obviously, it's definitely assured, and if results go away and we win that first one, then we lock it in as well, I think.
Congratulations, Greenie. Well played.
Thank you.
Excellent stuff from Chris Green. Sure he'll come in and join me once again. As I say, cometh the hour, cometh Chris Green. The number of times he has pulled it out the fire in big situations is just incredible.
Absolutely fantastic. He's a big game player, isn't he? He'll certainly becoming that. 3 for 15 with the ball when absolutely his team needed him desperately to perform. He did do. And then, 31 off 16, finishing the game with a 6. So he's quickly becoming the type of player that you can rely on all 3 disciplines of the game. He bowls well, he bats well, catches pigeons in the field. What a wonderful cricketer that guy is, and I think he's still developing, and I think he's a great signing for Lancashire and hopefully for many years to come. But it wasn't an easy game today at all, was it? We know it was the same pitch as we played on Friday, but very different pitch. Very difficult, tricky pitch. 150, decent total, but I thought Lancashire bowled really well today. I thought they fielded well. And I thought most of the time they batted really smart throughout that to get over the line. Yeah, they'll be relieved they've got the win, they'll be pleased they've got the win, and no doubt all the Lancashire faithful will be.
Not many Lancashire batters really got in particularly well. I mean, Wells for 17, Salty going in the first over, and then Butler for 21, but a captain's innings from Keaton Jennings, 42 for him. He really laid a solid platform for everybody else to build on.
Absolutely that, and everyone likes swashbuckling, boundaries here, boundaries there, wherever you want to play, but actually sometimes you've got to play really smart cricket and be the one that lays the foundation for the rest of the team to come on and do the job. Chris Green's come in there and finished the job beautifully, but Jennings' 40-odd was really, really important in the context of the game, and that's something that I think this Lancashire team need to remember, because when it's not the easiest pitch to bat on, it's really important that you lay foundation and stay in the game for as long as you can, even after you win the game right at the end. That's okay. Chris Green did it today.
Back to the top of the table after those 2 defeats. Absolutely vital that the Lancashire Lightning side got this win here today.
So vital, so vital. You know, they're pushing towards qualification for the quarter-finals, trying to do that and get a home tie, which, as we know, is really important, and get pretty much a full house here. Crucial to get back to winning ways today. Durham would say the same. Durham wanted to win that game as well. So all of a sudden things change in the table, but really important for Lancashire, and it sets the foundation for them to push on. In fact, the springboard for them to push on in the remaining couple of games.
I'm going to say, because the job's not over yet, is it? Because 2 remaining games, a trip to Yorkshire And obviously we know what they did here earlier on in the week. They finish up at Nottinghamshire Outlaws, who were down in 6th, but they beat Durham in their last game. It just shows you how tight, how difficult this group is.
Absolutely. Everybody in that table can beat anybody at any point if their best players perform. The great thing is that 2 games left. They've got a little bit of momentum coming out of today's game. 2 tough games at Yorkshire, a tough game down at Notts. But I tell you what, I fancy Lancashire at Yorkshire. I think they're going to put one back over on the Yorkies from over the hill. I shouldn't say that, but I have. But I think that's really important that they hold on to that and they get that fire in the belly to get that performance in at Headingley. And they'll have to put a really good performance in when they play at Notts, because Notts are a really good side.
It is very finely poised as we go into the last 2 games, but Lancashire have put themselves very much in the driving seat. A victory today against the side who were top of the Vitality Blast Northern table, but now it's Lancashire who are back on top. 2 games to go. We are very, very hopeful that there will be a quarter-final here at Emirates Old Trafford in the not too distant future. It's been a great day for cricket here this afternoon from Paul, from myself, from everybody here at Emirates Old Trafford. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.